Hello there and welcome to It's All Geek to Me, the pop culture chat show where geeks talk to other geeks about geeky stuff and we invite other geeks to talk about geek stuff as well with us geeks on here. Welcome. You might notice it's not the usual geek introducing the show. This week, a couple of geeks are away. So I'm Chris and I'll be in charge for the evening. It might go all to cock, but I've brought another geek, don't worry. We've got a resident geek who's going to come on and join us. It's our good friend, Natalie Smeaton.
Hey, you said cock.
Did I? No, I said geek. Did I?
You said to cock.
Oh, all to cock, yeah, maybe so. Let's do a quick hello to everybody watching. If you're watching, hello. I can see there's some people. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch this evening. We're everywhere tonight.
Everywhere. Can't get rid of us.
Super Bowl and all that. We're at Madison Square Garden. We're not obviously.
Beyonce coming on for the halftime show.
Yeah, she's going to come on, sing a song of about gremlins or something. I don't know. I've got my banners on. Right, we're ready. Join in with your comments. If you join us, say hello. Give us a shout, and we'll talk some geeky stuff with you this evening. We've got a few sections planned, haven't we, Nat, tonight?
We have. I'm excited.
We have, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But we got Matt. There we go. Hello.
How are you doing?
You can't say. We'll have to wait. It's not live. It's live on comments. So what should we do? There's not really any movie news this week. Just because I'm a bit lazy and I couldn't be bothered finding anything.
It's all right because we're all still reeling about Richard's Drop Dead Fred reveal. And I think he's not here this week specifically because he's still not watched it. Yeah,
we should really say, shouldn't we? Yeah, the two geeks, Rich and Nath, are here this week, so we're in charge. We've done it before, though, and I've got to say, one of the better shows, wasn't it?
We had it all over, didn't we? We were all
we did 2.5 hours like that, and we were like, that flew by, and we had thousands of viewers. Even Mandy McCarthy's joining us tonight. Look at that. We've got big team. Oh, they're all here. Lady and Jet. Good morrow.
Good evening.
We got Gary. Everybody's here.
Gary.
We'll see if anybody wants to jump on later as well. We'll just throw that out there as well. Can do what we want tonight. Martin, hello. Yeah. Mandy's a non-geek. Don't worry, Mandy. We won't talk. We're doing a bit of Tom Hanks later. Tom Hanks movies we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
We've got a couple more things before that, but everybody can join in. Hey.
Stick with us, Mandy.
Stick with us. I don't know how many Tom Hanks films Mandy will have seen. Probably none. She'll have seen Big back in the teens when she used to smoke pot. Yeah, Splash. Everybody sees Splash. Is Rich Gittins off watching? Yes, Martin just said that. He's gone to watch Drop Dead Fred because we found out last week that he's never seen it before, like a tool. Unbelievable. Still getting over it.
Who's never seen it?
Howdy viewers. There's a lot of comments tonight. God, it's good. I watched Don't Look Up. It's rubbish.
Oh, you're a week late. She's a week late.
We talked about that last week. Yeah, we talked about it last week. Yeah, a bit of a. It's dividing people, isn't it? That film. Some people are saying, "Oh, it's great," and it's what's the word? Political humor,
satire.
That's it. and other people are saying it's a bag of shit. So, Bobby's here. Bobby Bly.
Hey, Bobby.
Hello. You all right?
That's a very smiley picture. I like that.
Yeah, loving it. Outdoors. Look at that. Looks like it might be green screened, isn't that? I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, sorry. Do you want it back?
Yes. No.
Clicking through comments. Hello. Tell us if that's green screen, Bobby. I
think Bobby looks like the type of person who'd be outside.
Gary's saying he'll jump on for Tom Hanks. Maybe we'll get you on, Gary. It's always nice to get you on as our American correspondent.
In the field.
Yeah, we'll bring live coverage. Mandy all. What? Oh, the film. Sorry. Right. The film was a bag of shit. Right. Cool. That's some comments so far. Join in with us, though, as we go. And tell us what you think of stuff. Tell us if you want some different presenters and we'll get other people on. Nat, you need to watch what? Silent Sea on Netflix, the latest South Korean series to watch.
Oh, let me write that down.
Yeah. Actually, I watched The Eternals that was on Disney Plus this week. I managed to watch that. And you've not seen it now, have you, Eternals?
I haven't.
No,
What did you think?
Do you know what? I like movies where you can sit down with a cup of tea, watch them and not be confused to hell. And there was 13 characters or so jumping around with superpowers, and I thought, it's not for me, this. No, it was all right. I mean, I don't know. They were a bit. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it because it's only just come on Disney Plus. But I'm glad I didn't pay to go see it at the cinema.
Are you glad?
I'm glad I paid to see Ghostbusters twice instead.
Give Dan Aykroyd your money. He's always on to a winner.
Yeah.
Just coming back at the Silent Sea. Thank you very much for that recommendation. There's been a new recommendation for Netflix for a new horror. I don't know if it's a movie or a series because I haven't read about it properly yet, called Archive 81.
All right.
Anyone who's watching has heard about this. Apparently, it's like a slow burn, jump scare, horror. Lots of people saying that they couldn't sleep after it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crikey.
I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
I couldn't sleep after Sex and the City, the movie. Messed me up. Too much CGI. Mandy would jump on Tom Hanks. We'll talk about that later, Mandy. Calm down. Which Tom Hanks would you jump on? We'll find out. She'll be in bed before this show finishes. What time is it? It's 7:30. She'll be having a cocoa.
She needs to write a Gaviscon and go to bed by 8 o'clock.
Don't make fun of her having Gaviscon. You know why she has Gaviscon. Come on. No green screen. Just love the outdoors.
I told you, Bobby looks like someone who loves the outdoors.
You're loving it. Look at that. Should be the poster person for like outdoor. What's that shop where go outdoors? That's what it's called. Martin Eternals has mixed reviews. Yeah, I love MCU, and I thought it was. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think you're right, Martin. I agree with you. I agree with you. Like Spider-Man were great, but then you watch that and go, oh. So I don't know.
Oh no.
It was a bit crazy because the Eternals, like, they've been on Earth for all this time and they haven't interfered with anything. You do find out why, but you're like, if they could sort out disasters and things. But then sometimes they do interfere, but they go, we've got to have these dragon things there to interfere. You're like, what? Yeah, a bit silly. Even though none of the other Marvel ones are. I persisted with Don't Look Up, but not with Eternals. Yeah, didn't get to end. The Don't Look Up thing as well. It's so long. Well, I watch
it is long, isn't it?
Yeah, hour and a half I'd have done.
Didn't need to be that long. You're right.
We talked about it last week, though, didn't we? DiCaprio's great as always, but, you know, like a bit of decaf.
We've all like a bit of decaf.
That's what I call him.
A bit of decaf.
Decaf with your decaf. And ironically, he can't drink decaffeinated coffee.
He can't?
No.
How come?
Because I just made it up. Just sounded real though, didn't it? That was a little scoop. Archive TV thing someone recommended me literally half an hour ago. All right.
Yeah, Martin, everyone's talking about it. Archive 81. Check it out.
Now Martin's in the field giving us these recommendations because we know nothing when we come on here. We've got nothing, so we have to rely on you. Mandy's just laughing now. Just we will get to some other stuff in a minute. Just so many comments tonight. This is nice though. We love comments, so thank you. We didn't think anybody might come on because I only announced we were doing the show yesterday because we didn't know because Rich wasn't doing it and Nath. Rich is in Panto and Nath's doing an assignment or something. So there you go.
Is he an assassin, Rich?
Is that an assassin?
Or is Nathan the assassin? Who's doing the assignment?
Oh, Nathan's got an assignment to do or something. I don't know what it is. I didn't find out. But he thought he had COVID this week and he didn't.
Oh, that's shit.
I don't know what's going on. Could have watched that Home Alone thing twice. I could have done, Martin. You're right. Yeah, we don't talk about Home Alone.
No.
Not the new one. Moon Knight trailer is due to drop now. Oh, let's forget the show. Watch that. Moon Knight's got, what's your face in it? What's his face? Out of Poe Dameron out of Star Wars. What's his name? I'm not on it tonight with names. I can't think of actors' names. It's going to be great. It's going to be great later. We'll get on the Hanks thing. I'm going Megu. Bob's here as well. Everybody's here tonight.
Hey,
thanks
Bob.
for coming. All right, Bob.
Oh,
Bob's trying to do a deal for a gig with us. Hush, hush. Come on, Bob.
Under the table.
Sort it out. He'll be
going.
Sort
our deal, mate. Sort
out. Right, should we? Let's get onto a section. Oscar. Oh, hang on. Oscar Isaacs. There you go. He's got the name. I knew Martin had come up trumps. Thank you. Right then. So the first section we're going to talk about tonight. I thought we'd have a little delve into the world of terrible children's toys and inappropriate children's toys. So I've got some images. Now you haven't seen these, so we'll look at them together and we'll go through and we'll see what we think of these. See if you think they're inappropriate or they're just weird or what. So I've got no particular order. I'll just throw the image up. Let's see what happens. First of all, let me get rid of the banners. The banners a minute. Daddy Saddle. So for those people who've played Horsey before, this is obviously from like the 1950s or 60s by the
Lord.
Kenner as well, Kenner Group. It's, I mean, have you ever needed a daddy saddle?
I mean, that's just so wrong on so many levels, right?
I don't know if I could put us in a window where we can have the thing on. I mean, this might, if this goes off, we'll be back. Hang on.
Anything could happen here, folks.
No, it didn't work. What I'm trying to do, so it's fine.
Right.
Right, that's fine.
I mean, inappropriate on lots of levels, I feel.
I don't know. He's going to have a bad back, isn't he, the daddy?
Yeah. But it's whether daddy and mummy make use of it after baby's gone to bed as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A bit of horseplay.
Oh, cheeky. You're right, Martin. Oh, Bob will call you tomorrow.
Oh, Bob's on the line.
Thanks,
Hello, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. I'll speak to you tomorrow. What else we got? Right, next one. Let's keep going with these. There's Pet Rock. Have you ever heard of this? So this is a real thing. I think all these are real. I did get them off a few sites. So Pet Rock, right? Basically, a guy came out with this idea. Again, back in probably 50s, 60s, 70s, any of those decades. I really should do research, but matter does it? Fuck it. Free show, innit? Nobody's... but the Pet Rock, this guy brought it out and it absolutely made him like into a multi-millionaire because loads of people bought it and it is literally a rock in a box. Genius.
That literally makes my day, actually. Look at that.
It's a good idea, isn't it? I mean,
for the person who's not got time for a pet but wants a pet.
Yeah. Don't have to feed it. Don't have to take it for walks. Just leave it in its box or
no vaccinations. It's not going to shit everywhere or be sick in your slippers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. Martin, Horsey comes to life. That's some sort of weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
100%.
Pet brick idea too late, Martin. Yeah. Sorry.
It's like the tension sheet idea all over again, Martin from Red Dwarf.
I don't know what that is. I don't watch a lot of Red Dwarf, mate.
Oh my God, you need to watch series 1 to 5.
I've seen series what one where they went to Coronation Street. What series was that?
No, you don't need that in your life. You just need series 1 to 5.
Right, that was later on.
Street one wasn't great.
I know, it was terrible. Right, next one.
Oh my God.
I don't know if some of these are real because that done. I mean, what's it called? Squeeze Popper Gigaballs or something. I don't know. Gigaballs.
Is it supposed to pop the ball out of its mouth?
Yeah, but it just looks like it's got a ball gagging.
It does, doesn't it? That looks like it belongs in a Tarantino movie. Let's be honest. Strapped to something. Bruce Willis is literally on his way to rescue it.
It looks like, look at its eyes as well. It's like it's really having trouble.
It.
So,
Red
Dwarf book is a classic.
The books are great. Absolutely, yeah.
Are they like novelizations of?
Yeah, with the original writers from the series.
Shall I take the ball bear off while we're talking about
please
that?
Leave it.
Let's talk a bit more about Red Dwarf. Are they standalone books or are they like based on the series or?
They're the same characters, but they're like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a very funny book, and it's that type of. It's like a funny novel with the characters in. I can't remember if it came before or after Red Dwarf, but I can tell you it's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red Dwarf Joe book. I got a new book. I'll tell you about it later. Remind me.
Oh,
got a new book this week, and it took a bit of tracking down. Ooh.
I got a new book as well this week. We could talk about them both. Yeah.
I bet mine's shitter than yours.
I don't know. Mine didn't take much tracking down. So
yours will be some highbrow thing, and mine's. Yeah, I can't see it. Let's keep going with this. What else we got? We saw the ball bear.
We did.
Here's one inappropriate. Titanic
Oh
slide
my God, you're joking.
for your back garden. I mean,
whose idea was that?
don't know. It's like
That's horrendous.
some of this stuff is so weird, isn't it?
Don't let go, Jake.
Yeah.
Don't let go.
I
That's
don't know
awful.
There's not really much you can say about that one, is there? Other
No.
than why?
Who thought that was a good idea?
I mean, it's accurate because it did break in half, didn't it, the ship? So at least they've gone for accuracy. I mean, is it too soon? Too soon for that?
I think it's too soon.
Too soon. We'll move on then before we get comments saying you bastards. Is that for furs? Oh, that was the other thing. I think the comments are a bit delayed on Facebook.
I think, Martin, it's probably for both.
That's the Titanic slide. Next one. This is I've put this one in, but this is right. So on your left, take a bit of explaining this one. Not much explaining. So the left one is the Ewok village from Return of the Jedi, made by Kenner in the 80s, and then on the right you've got Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Sherwood Forest playset. And all they did, as you can see, they just used the same molds off their old toys to cash in.
That's just cheating. Look at that.
Yeah. So that's why people say that's like shit. But, you know, they've put some different foliage on it at least.
Yeah. And I can see Little John.
Yeah.
But look, that's shit. I do agree.
Yeah, that's crap.
I don't like it.
Speaking of crap, we got his next image. Hang on. Oh, I've got my comments instead. That wasn't a very good segue. Ah, shit.
No.
Hang on. I have the Titanic in my garden. Oh, I'd have the Titanic in my garden.
Would you? For like a barbecue?
I mean, it'd be a talking point, wouldn't it? Go, we're going on Titanic in back garden, yeah. And
have Titanic set up and then get a pool and a door in it and challenge people to get both on the door to see where the jack.
A band as well. You could have your band at the bottom of it, couldn't you, on a little raft, and then you could have people laid on doors. You know, if they have a sleepover in back garden, get some heat lamps up.
Getting two people on,
Bit of a party game. You could. What's that game where you pass the balloon to each other? Pass the balloon. You could do that as you're on the doors. I don't know. Next one is.
Do Titanic?
I don't fucking know. It's a party game, isn't it? And you're on the doors like they were. And I thought you could have the balloon with you. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
And then you swim to another door, but if it's on the grass, there's no water. I don't know what we're on about.
What are you doing?
Preparation. We should prepare for this show. Really should. Talking point. I've got a couple of life-size gaggles in there already. Have you? Have you got an image, Martin? I don't know how you'd send it to us, but shove it in the Facebook and we'll have a look.
I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that. You can't just make outrageous claims like that and not show us, Martin.
Do they come alive and sing Disney songs, Martin?
We'll find out. I don't know why I keep waiting for a response like live. It's just dead air. Just dead air. Wait, come on, tell us. You can't. It's in the comments. Right. That's why Rich hosts this show, not me. Right. So next one. Speaking of shit earlier.
Oh, good Lord.
So there's a lot of stuff like this, isn't there, where the kids play with poo. It's really odd.
Who's that? What?
Play-Doh as well. I think they'd have a bit more around. Poop troop.
Poop troop. Cacas.
Cacas.
Well, there are 50+ poo combinations.
Wow. Who knew?
I don't think I've ever produced 50+ poo combinations at my own self.
No, maybe 20. At a push, literally. I mean, 50's a lot, isn't it? Has anybody in the comments ever produced 50 different poos?
Surely that's setting unrealistic body expectations for children.
Yeah, and you'd want to, if you did one and it had eyes on as well and a mouth, you'd be terrified.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you notice the colours on that were all colours that were all? It was just range of browns. Look at the bottom, and 2 blues.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, who's having the blue poos? That's a bit odd. Do you know that? No, that won't turn your poo blue, would it? You know them slush puppies and things you get.
Just your tongue.
Yeah, just your tongue, not your poo.
Yeah.
Is there any doctors in the house? Can tell us if anything would change your poo colour. Oh, we're getting into horrible territory. Right, next one. Let's keep going. This was just
Oh, hello.
just
Somebody's
a
having a great time.
massive animal and dinosaur orgy in the back. I mean, they must have put them in knowing, you know.
Yeah, surely.
Yeah.
Surely. Somebody... Also, I'm a bit worried that they're crossing like eras there. Epochs. But, you know, everyone's having a good time, so they probably don't care.
Giraffe looks a bit tired. Top. Oh, no, I've had enough.
I feel sorry for the poor lion if it's getting mounted by a giraffe. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You'd be knackered.
And look at the bottom one, like it's just a free-for-all. Look at that. There's like chickens thrown in, and or whatever they are. The hen, the ducks.
I think the chickens.
There's like 3 there in one go. It's like...
Yeah. Yeah, that goat's having a particularly good time with 2.
Yeah, I just threw that one in for an extra thing. Big T. Not just trying that. 50. Maybe we're not eating enough substances to make us do 50 different ones.
I feel like I've just been challenged and...
Let us know next week how you get on.
Did you? I mean, this is keeping it really lowbrow, but I did read recently that a lady got rushed into hospital because she sells farts in a jar. Yeah. True story. And she was eating so much roughage to make herself Trump, so she could do, because she films herself doing it and then sends it to the person, that she ended up in hospital with severe like stomach problems because she'd eaten so much like. Yeah, so maybe Big T more. Maybe she can get you 50 different ones.
Right. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Big T. You know, people are making a lot of claims tonight. I don't know if
big bold claims. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got gargoyles in the back garden. We got 50 poo combinations. Next one. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's keep on with the pooing theme.
What? Why?
I poop rainbows. I don't know if these are real or not. They look real, but people are clever, aren't they? Moxie.
I've heard of a Moxie doll. I'm sure I've heard of Moxie dolls.
Moxie girls. But I poop rainbows. Why would you want a unicorn to poop rainbows in your toys?
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not nice, no matter what colour it was.
I was produced to poo. I thought might be a danger of shipping.
Like the Titanic, it would have taken down the Titanic like the iceberg. That's what you're saying, Big T.
We need to get out of the gutter, don't we?
Yeah. In Big T's defence, we started it.
We did. There's one more as well about that. There's a tub and toot. No wonder that kid's like traumatized on the box. It's the perfect.
Because that fart.
Yeah, it's like. Oh dear, crazy.
Oh. That one makes my day. That's brilliant.
Tub and toot. So apparently, like kids were pooing in the bath because of that one. Then we get some weirder. There's some more dolls. It's literally Valley of the Dolls now. Here we go.
What is going on? You can shave the baby.
I mean, why? I don't get. Right. I got this obviously earlier, this image, and I don't understand the hair combination on it. Don't get it. It looks like it's got a rucksack on.
Yes, it does. Hair trunks. Leg warmers. Oh, gosh.
Daniel's here. Hello, mate. You all right?
Daniel.
Just a flashing video. It's still on a Zoom meeting. Right. However, just seen the tub and two on screen. It's not the one we were expecting either. We thought it'd be a nice one about Tom Hanks, and that's not what later.
Oh my God. I know, Big T.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at
Hopefully
that.
you cleared your search history. Yeah. Hairy dolls.
Yeah.
I typed top 10 worst toys and then amalgamated them from various sources.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my life.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't get the arm bits. You know, like, is that coming from its hair at the top of on its head?
I'm
and
assuming
then why?
It's for shaving, so it's armpit hair, bikini hair, leg hair, and that's what I assume.
Yeah.
You're right. It does look like a ginger rucksack.
Weird. It gets worse though. I mean, this one, growing up Skipper. So from I think it's Skipper Barbie's sister or something. So this one, you push your stomach in and
a boobs pop out.
Yeah. She's two dolls in one for twice as much fun. Make her grow from a young girl into a teenager in seconds. Disgraceful.
Good Lord.
And this is the worst one of the dolls. I'll save this one for the last. Look at this one. This is bizarre.
Baby's first baby.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
that is
what?
horrendous.
Right, and it also says there, baby's pregnant too.
That actually genuinely.
This can't be real, can it? This can't be a real one. It can't. They can't have sold this, surely.
It can't be, can it?
No.
It can't.
No.
They've got to be winding us up.
I know. It's
baby.
bizarre. Right, one more, and then this section's
go on.
done. And let's see comments. If there's comment on babies. Oh, hang on. Harry Doll looks like a character out of the Burbs. Oh yeah, we'll talk about him then. Hate Pinocchio, yeah, you're right, yeah. We'll talk about the Burbs later, great film. Last one then. We'll go back to classic, to get it back to the geek thing. E.T. Finger Light.
Oh no. Oh, Steven Spielberg can't have okayed that shot.
I think Spielberg personally signed off on this.
Laughing.
I mean, at least you get the battery, it says. Sometimes you don't, do you?
That's true. And, you need a battery. We all know that.
You can instantly, be like E.T. and get your finger light working.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course. That is Martin. Yeah.
Finger light. So there you go. That was the little section of children's toys. There'll be loads more of them online. Have a look yourself. Have a look yourself out there. There's some weird shit.
Disturbing is what I call that section.
It was very disturbing. That. So there we go. Should we move on? Let's move on.
Move on.
What have you brought for us tonight? What have you got for us for your section?
Well, I thought, because it always provokes a bit of debate when I ever talk to other people about it, I thought it'd be quite nice to look at maybe the top 10 movie bad guys of all time.
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So, just some disclaimers, because it's such a wide field. I haven't included supernatural or monsters. So these are sort of mostly humans, or some of them might be from more of a sci-fi background, but they're human people. And yeah, I just thought it would be quite nice to maybe talk about them and the films and see what everybody thought about this top 10. See what they think about the top 3 in particular. See if it's a bit controversial.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Okay. What have we got here? I'll just last few comments coming through about E.T. Fingerlight. I have a feeling it's not just for kids, it's all ages. We don't know what you mean, Gary.
Could you send some diagrams?
The Family Channel. It's a family show. We don't do that. I'm waiting for the end of the year quiz question on top 10 toys. Maybe it'll happen, Martin. Who knows?
Oh my God!
Yeah. Right. Let's go for it. And that you go for it. Do what you.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't want to think about this list too much, because when you start thinking about lists like this, you end up like going, "Oh no, that person. Oh no, that person." So these are like my top 10 movie bad guys. Let's see what everybody thinks. So in number 10 position.
Yeah.
We've got. Did you get pictures for all of them?
I did get pictures for all of them.
Amazing.
Yes.
So 10 position from Goodfellas is Joe Pesci's character, Tommy DeVito.
I ain't got a picture for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Shiny suit, and a shiny shoe. I just think that when you watch this movie, that his performance gives me chills every single time. Like stone cold psychopath. And when you watch him in other roles, like you watch him in Lethal Weapon 3, for instance. Okay. Like, quite a sweet character, very funny. Feel sorry for him at the end when he's talking about his friend Froggy, who he killed with his bike. And it's all really like, oh my God. But then you see him do a role like this, and he absolutely blows you away. I think it's absolutely fantastic. What do you think, Christopher Lumb?
I think Pesci's an all-rounder, isn't he? He does it all.
Pesci is.
Does it all. He's in every Home Alone. Well, you know.
Yeah,
We can
comic
play
bad guy.
comedy right down to bad guy, can't he? So, and also he is a bit scary, isn't he?
He's terrifying. That whole like,
Mm.
am I funny to you? Like that
Yeah.
whole scene. Do I make you laugh? Am I like scary as heck?
Yeah.
Although I don't think that's in Goodfellas. I think that might be in Casino, but don't quote me. I might be getting my films mixed up.
They all blend into one. All these gangster movies, for me, I have real trouble. It's the one genre where I watch something and go, I can't remember what film that were in, like you just said. There's a bit one where I think there was one where they bury him in the desert in Casino.
I believe it's Casino at the end. They like bash him in his mother's face in, and then they bury him.
Oh, violent.
Yeah, horrendous. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
It's what you get. It's what you get when you're a gangster.
No wonder casinos are so violent.
But you know,
and
Goodfellas,
pizza shops. No wonder when you go in the Domino's, you don't know if you're coming out again
with a pizza or with no life.
Yeah, with a Chelsea smile. Is that what they call them?
I think so. Yeah. Chelsea smile, Chelsea boot. I don't know. One and two.
But yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah.
So I mean, you might be thinking to yourself, "Oh, if he's number 10, how are we going to get better than that?" But let me introduce number 9, Jack Nicholson himself as Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Oh, it is.
Now, I know this is a supernatural film, but it's a human character. Look at that face.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a bad
I wouldn't
bugger.
want to be in a room for 30 seconds with this guy, never mind locked in a snowed-in hotel. Like, I don't know what everybody else thinks about this, but we all know the torture that he was put through on him and Shelley Duvall put through on set.
I mean, you don't know, do you, whether it was like to get her into. They say it were like to get her into character and stuff. Though, you terrorized the poor lady.
Absolutely. Well, apparently Jack Nicholson hated cheese sandwiches, and for a while, all that Stanley Kubrick would serve on set was cheese sandwiches because he really wanted to wind him up.
Really?
And and apparently he would make them do takes again and again and again. So the scene where he bursts through the door and screams, "Here's Johnny," that really famous line, they literally made Shelley Duvall do that for like 50, 60 takes. The screaming with a knife and apparently, yeah. And we've got this incredibly scary classic horror movie out of it, but at what cost, frankly?
At what cost?
At what cost?
Yeah.
And I think that everybody talks about. My cat's going loopy in the background. Everybody talks about Jack Nicholson's performance. But nobody talks about Shelley Duvall's. Yeah, she's possessed.
Is it? It's dogs who can sense like something, not cats. Or can cats as well?
No, cat. Oh, she's gone mental. Cats can too, apparently. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a terror, wasn't he, in that? What's it's like jumping
terror,
on the roof.
That is like a really, really polite way of saying it. Yeah, he was a terror.
It's like when they go, when they say like they've caught some horrible monster and they go, oh, it was known to the police, it was a known criminal. It was, it's like, that scamp. Oh.
He was a scallywag.
A ragamuffin.
Oh, cheeky. Yes. So yes, that's my number 9. Okay, we're going to move on to number 8. Some people might notice there's a Stephen King theme in this one as well. But Annie Wilkes, the wonderful Kathy Bates from Misery.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there she is.
Like, what I love about this character is you almost have a moment when you're watching this movie where she makes you sort of start sympathizing with her. She creates a bit of empathy, and you're like, oh my God, we've all been there. We've all like had almost like an obsessive moment with something. We've been absolutely in love with it. But then he discovers that she's probably responsible for the deaths of children and like potentially family members. And then she, like, in the book, cuts his foot off. In the film, there's that amazing scene where she like bashes his ankles in with the lump hammer.
Oh, it's so bad, isn't it, that as well in film? Every time I see it, I go, oh, come on.
Yeah. Come on, Annie.
Come on, not his feet again. No.
Like, performances from both of them were incredible.
Yeah.
Like, incredible. And I remember going to see that at the Odeon, at Old Odeon, Screen One. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I was 15, I went in when I was so young.
You scallywag.
I was a scamp. But I mean, like, why? Like, she just murdered you in your sleep, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, watching that on the big screen as well with the foot bit.
Oh God, yeah. Because
It's
I don't
funny,
know about
innit?
you. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, yeah, it's funny, innit, when you think about watching these films now on little TVs and stuff, but actually watch them on the big screen. But go on.
In a 1,000-seater cinema, watching that foot bit, I can remember the reaction of the audience. Nobody thought they were going to show it happen. I think we were all watching it, assuming the camera would cut away, and it didn't. And you saw his foot bend, and the entire room screamed. 1,000 people. It was sold out. It was packed. The reaction, I don't think I've ever seen a reaction in a cinema like that before or since. Oh, it was horrendous. But I think that just like Jack Torrance, her madness comes from being unhinged. As we get further down the list, their madness or their evil is more calculated.
Right.
This is why she's near the top end. Okay, let's move on to number 7. So number 7. Everyone loves to hate him. It's Emperor Palpatine. Look at him. There he is. Look at him. Got a big ball bag of a face.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Just because I think, like, when you watch the original, the first 3, but not the first 3, the first 3 released Star Wars movies, right? He's just like this wrinkly, evil old man, isn't he?
Yeah.
But when you see his backstory, like, you can see, like, how evil he was even before he was evil. Does that make any sense? You'll know more about him than I do because you're a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, he's not a good guy, is he? He's cold, he's calculating, he's a monster. And this is why it was so weird with the episode 9 when he came back, because you're like, how's he come back when and there's loads of theories about him being a clone and all this, and you think, I don't know. So I don't know.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's just a movie. Well, it's big tea, but I bet Annie makes a nice cup of tea, though. No, yeah, I bet she. Yeah. Do you know what? If you went in, didn't moan, got on with writing the novel she wanted, I bet she'd be fine. Why didn't he take that approach? Why didn't he go, do you know what? This lady saved me. I'm going to write the novel she wants.
I kind of could see why he was upset, though.
Yeah, but it might have died if she hadn't saved him. So
this is true. She did save his life.
Unless I always thought she caused the car crash, but when I watched it again, I was like, "What am I on about?"
No, it was the blizzard.
Yeah,
it was the blizzard. Yeah. She did save his life. That's very true.
But maybe she conjured the blizzard. There's a deleted scene where she's dabbling in
the dark
wind power.
With baby 2 and poo.
Yeah.
Okay,
but he can Palpatine as well, though. He can, like, lightning out of his hands. Nobody saw that coming, did they? And then he went, "Oh, have a bit of that," and you're like, "Shit in hell."
Exactly. And the reason he's in the list, even though he does have a few supernatural powers with the old hands there, is that he did start off as a person and then became more and more evil. So I thought it was all right to mention. All right, wait. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Number 6, Nurse Ratched. So.
Right. Hang on. Let me get her. There you go.
So.
That is the right image, isn't it? Yeah.
That's the right image. And there is just recently been a series out. I don't know if you saw it.
Yes, I didn't see the series, but I've got the other image of the actress, and she's been in. I can't remember what name it is, but she's been in a lot of things, hasn't she? But anyway, this is the one from.
This is one from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, this is the original Ratched. I just think I actually sort of now wish I'd have put her a bit higher because she's just like the worst kind of evil, and by that she's somebody who goes out to intentionally inflict like a psychological pain. Like when you watch the movie, I don't know how long it's since you've seen it. She purposely makes every single person in the asylum like feel that the worst that they could possibly feel. Yeah. Just a psychologically abusive, horrible human being who really at the end should have been run over by a truck.
Yeah.
But sadly wasn't.
And part-time DJ as well in that photo with Mike.
You're
listening to Hospital Radio. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling Oh dear.
Oh, Chris. So yes, the Nurse Ratched up there. So we're coming into the top 5. This one's probably a little bit obvious. Let's head into the top 5 with the Joker.
Then he is.
It's from The Dark Knight. I'm going to be honest. This is my favourite Joker. What's your favourite Joker?
Oh God. I've got. Are we talking films? Because the Joker by Mark Hamill's voiced really well on the cartoons and everything, and the video games. But I'm gonna go for Nicholson, the first one.
Yeah, but Jack Nicholson.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody raved about Heath Ledger. I know he died, bless him, but I don't know his performance for me. They like went crazy about it. And they're going, "Oh, it's amazing," and I'm like, "Oh, he's licking his lips a lot and talking crazy. It's not hard." He needs an Oscar.
I just enjoyed how anarchic.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It felt dangerous. It felt like this guy's gonna kill everybody and don't care. Really.
Yeah, like I genuinely believed he would have blown up 2 ships full of innocent men, women.
Yeah. Oh, that was cheesy. That bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit cheeky that when they
the criminals would have blown the other people.
Straight away.
Instantly.
Straight away.
That guy takes it off the prison wall and then walks over to the thing, and you think he's going to blow him up. Well, you don't think that at all because you think. And then he goes.
See that coming, couldn't you?
He's throwing it in water, doesn't he, or something?
He breaks it, does he?
I don't know if he breaks it or throws it out of the window into the water.
Something like that, innit?
But what if he threw it out of the window and it went in water and short circuit? You know, like, I just didn't want to press a button. I knew that had happened. I'm like, oh, shit.
My hands are clean.
Yeah. Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
Martin.
Mark Hamill. Yeah.
Don't
know if I knew that'd be a bit of a cheeky and controversial one. He's in the middle. I personally felt like he was the most dangerous Joker.
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, Nicholson I quite liked him in it, but I don't think you were. You kind of, he's the most dangerous one. Yeah, Heath Ledger, and you think
this is about bad guys, Chris, not people with great makeup. Do you know what I mean?
Not actors, not performances. You did make that clear. You did make that clear from the get-go. Yeah. No, I'm apologizing. You did make it clear. You told me at the start.
Yes, I
just didn't listen. I was like, I'm going rogue. I'll say who I think did the best job. Because you're right, the Mark Hamill voiceover, it's not scary, is it? It's just a cartoon. So why would I think that's the baddest guy? But I don't know.
What a loser. Okay, number 4. I absolutely love this film. I think it's fantastic, and I love. I just think as a bad guy, there's not much beating him. Norman Bates from the original Psycho.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at those eyes. Get lost in them, wouldn't you?
In a dead, cold way. Yeah. And again, just like we were talking about Annie Wilkes earlier, or Nurse Ratched, or whatever, like the ability to switch on and switch off. That wonderful scene where, right at the beginning, where he's talking to, is it Tippi Hedren? I always forget. No, that's from The Birds.
Janet Leigh.
And she's just like booked in, and he can't even say the word toilet, like bathroom. He has to like use his head, and he comes across as this like bumbling, shy. But then you discover like he's dead mothers in the house, and he's killing people with a wig on. Like, just like I just can't get over the switch. I just think it's chilling.
It is. You're right.
Chilling.
And they made that remake, didn't they? Of it.
Bates Motel. And they made the remake of the film, didn't they?
The remake of the film, didn't they? That were odd that they did that, Vince and it was like shot for shot. Yeah, Vince Vaughn and Anne Hesh.
Yeah. I didn't watch it. I'm going to be honest.
I've not seen the series though, either of you. The Bates Motel. It's supposed to be good.
I watched some of it. My dad's watched all of it, and I wasn't upset by it. It didn't upset me. I thought it was all right. I've just not got around to finishing it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Do recommend. All right. Top 3. Okay. Any votes in the comments? Who's in the top 3? Let me know. But coming in at number 3, he'll eat your liver with a nice Chianti. It's Hannibal Lecter. Here he is.
Oh.
Here he is.
Scary.
Look at that. Some people might have him at number 1, but you know,
His
I
mouth.
think.
Yeah. Go on.
I think if you were really polite to him, he wouldn't kill you.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad. I don't have a problem with him.
I mean, like when you watch all of the movies,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the original movie, when somebody asks Clarice if she's worried about him coming to kill her, and she says like no because he'd consider it impolite, and like you watch Red Dragon, and the reason he kills the man from the orchestra is because he's really bad at playing his instrument, and that's really it. Like I just get a feeling that as long as you were really, really nice and polite and cultured and didn't act like half the people who live in Beeston with me, that he wouldn't murder you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Is it? Yeah, but, I think yeah. Because he don't want to kill Clarice, does he?
No. But the ending of the book is way more messed up than the movie. You know the film that they made with Julianne Moore when she took over the Clarice.
Oh part? Yeah, the
yeah.
What was it? I can't remember. Was it?
Hang
on, it was called Hannibal. No, Hannibal, was that one called Hannibal?
Yeah, no, it was Hannibal. Yeah.
Then there's a series, isn't there? That's obviously Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal, and then they did the Hannibal series. But
yeah, and Red Dragon was like a prequel.
Red Dragon.
Yeah, with Edward Norton. But like at the end of the book of Hannibal, he is way more messed up. He essentially captures and then brainwashes Clarice into becoming his partner, and she stays with him, and they disappear. And the next thing you know is it's further down the line, months down the line, and she's been introduced to people at a party as like his other half. So he's like, because she is shot and he takes her back like he does in the film and like uses a cocktail of drugs to essentially, like make her his wife.
He's a bad guy.
Yeah. Whereas at the end of the movie, they give him a little bit of, they make him more of a gentleman, and he cuts his own hand off so that he can get away and she doesn't get hurt. Yeah.
You're right, and I guess
going to murder people.
Maybe it's bad guy in the book, then not the movie.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
He'd kill you in the book, but not in the movie.
Just get him a nice glass of red.
Seen the Clarice TV show? Is that?
Martin, yeah, I've just started watching it. Not blown away.
Hang on, so there's a Hannibal TV show, now there's a Clarice one?
Yeah, it's on Alibi at the moment.
Who's playing Clarice?
I can't remember her name, but I can look it up for you when we finish this. But it's all right. I'm going to give it another couple of episodes, but I don't feel like they're making the most of Clarice, to be honest.
And if you're calling your series Clarice, you better do.
Exactly, yeah. It's set just about a year after Hannibal Lecter has disappeared, and they've caught Buffalo Bill. Yeah. We'll see. What did you think of it, Martin? Let us know.
Let us know in the comments, Martin. Yeah. Don't be coming in here with your big comments and not following them up, like your things in your garden.
Yeah, Mr. Gargoyle boy.
That picture hasn't turned up yet, has it?
Where are the gargoyles, Martin?
Come on, Martin, show us your gargoyles. Go on, keep going.
It's not a euphemism. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're getting there. So, top 2. So, the next one is a character who Stephen King said was probably the most evil character ever written down.
Yeah.
And I would agree with this. Dolores Umbridge from Harry Potter. Absolutely.
She looks like a twat, doesn't she?
If you read the books, she genuinely is one of the most... She's worse than Voldemort, in my opinion.
So is this another one where the book's worse than the bite?
Way. She's horrible in the book.
She's worse than the...
Yeah.
Does she?
Tortures students.
Eats the faces off.
Yeah, wears them like a skin like Buffalo Bill.
Hello, Mr. Potter. It's good to see you.
You're not Hermione. No, I am Wingardium Leviosa. She's a horrendous human. Hates muggles, would torture muggles or destroy muggles, hates mudbloods, hates non-magical families. Just a really nasty piece of work. And like.
And what's her job?
fascist.
She's
She works in the Ministry of Magic, and then she becomes the headmaster of Hogwarts when Dumbledore does one.
And she's got all the pictures of the cats on the walls on the plates, and they move about.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that was quite good, that bit.
And apparently, as she gets through the movie, the more evil she gets, the fluffier and more hairy they made her outfit. So she began to look sort of bigger and like almost like a monster. Yeah. Wonderfully played by Imelda Staunton. She was brilliant.
So you're saying she's worse than Hannibal Lecter?
Yes, 100%. Because Hannibal Lecter, you could at least feel that if you got him a nice bottle of wine or you appreciated some good music or some good art, he would probably go, oh, yeah, maybe I won't eat her liver. But Dolores Umbridge, if you were a muggle, would just exterminate you on the spot.
Right. Okay.
And she tortures children. I've never known Hannibal Lecter to do that.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure. Martin said it's too dark at the moment to get a pitch and guard of that.
Oh, really?
How
convenient, Martin. There's a flash, Martin.
Yeah, Martin. Come on, man. We've heard it all.
Anyone who's read the books, if you want to disagree with me with that, please do. But I
think you might get some comments in a minute saying Hannibal Lecter's words and stuff. It's a controversial choice, that.
I told you, I warned you.
You did warn. You warned about a few things, and I didn't listen. You told me it were bad guys only. I didn't listen to that, and now you're telling me. I don't know. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Okay, so number one. Here we go for number one. Right. So again, I don't know whether many people think about this character when they think about bad guys, but in my opinion, he is probably the worst person ever committed to movies or written down. It's Percy Wetmore from The Green Mile. An absolutely horrendous human being, right?
I didn't know Sponge was supposed to be wet.
That's the one.
That's him.
Horrendous.
What a film.
I
mean, we'll be talking about this in a bit, won't we, anyway? I'm sure.
We will. What a set of performances from everyone involved. But, like, the fact that... I mean, I love the end. I love the ending that he gets. Like, this boy's cheese gone, slid off his cracker. That, like, he's just gone. He's gone. And that's good because he's evil. But just a stone-cold psychopath. Like, enjoys inflicting pain on people, enjoys working on death row, fries the Delacroix character, like, sets him on fire.
That was awful, wasn't it? When you saw that in the cinema, oh my god,
horrendous. Stamps on Mr. Jingles.
Oh yeah, Mouseville.
Yeah.
But Mr. Jingles is all right, isn't he?
Yeah, because John Coffey brings him back to life.
That's it. Yeah.
Do
you know, I haven't seen this film in a while, but yeah.
Yeah. Just a nasty piece of work. Tries to get people fired. Like, he's like daddy gets him the job, and like just a vile human being. And in my opinion, probably the baddest bad guy on film.
Yeah.
I don't know what other people think.
Well, if you've got different bad guys, put them in the comments and let's see. But yeah, good top 10 there. Thank you for that.
Thanks, friend. I enjoyed that.
It's all right.
My opinions on you.
Listen more to your criteria, and I could have given you more input than what I did. Let's have a look. One of the best villains, Michael Wincott. Great in the 90s. Three Musketeers, Rush, bad guy in The Crow.
Google.
Big T. All right. Oh, I knew it, Nat. You've caused some comments are lighting up now.
Good. That's what we want.
There's one you have missed, and I thought about this earlier, and I forgot all about him. Are you ready?
Oh, Michael Wincott. Yeah, I've just seen him.
Gruber.
Gruber was in a lot of people's top 10s.
Come on.
He is bad, isn't he? Yeah.
He's also same person, Rickman. We love Rickman. Sheriff of Nottingham, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Come on.
He was more like a comedy.
He wanted to cut people's arts out with a spoon.
A dull spoon.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
I mean, it's pretty bad, but is it like... Is it...
Why a spoon, cousin? Why not an axe? Because it's blunt. It'll hurt more.
I mean, he did cancel Christmas and stop all the food scraps for the orphans and urchins at the kitchen door.
Yeah.
I do understand that, but I just don't feel like, as the Sheriff of Nottingham, I could look at him and think he's going to put me in an electric chair and intentionally not wet the sponge. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're
I
right.
feel
Actually,
like Jack Torrance is probably more scary than the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Gruber'd shoot you, wouldn't he? At least you get a quick death.
But maybe Gruber does belong in the top 10.
I think he should be in the top 10, maybe. But
yeah.
Firuza Bullock.
Oh, from The Craft. She's amazing.
I remember seeing that when we had it at cinema. And I thought it was good at the time, but I haven't seen it since. I thought it was all right.
I love The Craft. She is good. And you do sort of feel sorry for her when you discover her home circumstances. Yeah. Yeah. Good call, Martin. Yeah.
I can't remember what happened in that film, really. But I remember it did well at the cinema. A lot of people came to see it. I remember that.
It's very good.
Highlander, the Kurgan Highlander. No, only
Who is it that I've not seen Highlander?
Nath.
Oh, yeah, you won't know what you're on about then. Yeah.
No. There can be only one. Any more comments on your top 10 villains? I think we're all caught up there with that. Right, let's move on to the hot topic.
You lighting up. I thought
I said it for like, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go, Big T. Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah. Hitler. I mean, yeah, maybe I should have thought about putting him in there from Jojo Rabbit, maybe. Yeah.
Or there's a lot of Hitlers in films, isn't there? What was that one where they use it as a thing all the time, don't they, when he's getting angry? I can't remember what film. Oh my
God!
In the bunker. What's it called? Is it called The Bunker? Oh, I don't know.
I know which one you mean. It's very good. I can't remember what it's called.
It's called Hitler's Bad Day in the Bunker. Imagine bringing the film out, call that Hitler's Bad Day in the Bunker. I bet people would go watch it because we're like, who's this prick who's brought this out? And you go, we got all your money coming to see it. For Cannes Film Festival. I've already read that.
You've done that.
Twice. Did you see the Craft 2?
I didn't see the Craft 2. Is it good?
Was it good, Martin?
Or are you too busy taking pictures of your gargoyles that don't exist?
It's too dark. You can't do that. Rutger Hauer from The Hitcher. Yeah, there's a lot of bad guys out there.
Has anyone seen Sean Bean's Hitcher?
No.
Not as good as Rutger Hauer. Sorry, Sean Bean. You know I love you.
Sean Bean. Oh, bless him. Love a bit of Bean, don't we?
Yeah.
On this channel. Right, let's do it. Let's get to the Tom Hanks section.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we thought we always like to talk about something a bit longer on the show tonight, and any night, and we pick a subject. So we thought we'd go through Tom Hanks' filmography, have a quick chat about the films. It's all laid back. There's no rules. Join in with the chat. Gary, are you still with us? Do you want to come in for this? I don't know if you do or not. I don't know if he's still. I think he's gone.
My top 10 might have upset him so much.
Fuming. Fuming about
that.
We'll see if Gary wants to come in and have a chinwag with us, because he came on before and he were all right, the lad.
He were all right. Did all right.
He didn't sound too bad. So yeah, I didn't swear. He'd come in ranting about Hitler. So he's here. Look, I knew he'd come. Look at this. Should we give him the link?
Yes, go on. Why not?
So everybody's going to come on now. You can all come on if you want. It's our show tonight, innit? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Do what you want. There we go. Right, the link's going in. I'm going to have to put this on the banner so you can all see it. Well, take me a second, don't worry.
It's all right. It's all right.
I think that's it. There you go. If you want to come in and we'll bring you into the room. Gary's going to be like, boom, straight in
there. Come on, Gary.
Come on in. Gary. If anybody else wants to come in, do it. Just do it.
The inmates are running the asylum tonight, folks.
Come on, Gary. Just put your headphones on so it doesn't echo. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
And if you've got a microphone that's above average quality, that'd be lovely as well. And a HD screen cam, yeah.
We've got a couple of ring lights. Yeah.
Other than that, we're totally inclusive on this show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's coming in, Gary. It's probably the wrong link.
He'll be here in a minute.
I will double check it. It's the right one.
Don't rush him. If he's rushing, he might put it in wrong.
It is the right one. Right, so he's here. Here we go. Let's get in this camera. Put your pants on before you come on. Here we go.
Here he is.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
So what about Hitler?
Here we go. What about Hitler?
Would you really consider him a movie villain, though?
Well, he's been in a few movies, some of his earlier work.
Yeah, his earlier work.
See, this is why he wasn't in my list, because he's like a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he has been portrayed in certain films, hasn't he? So, how are you doing anyway, Gary? You all right?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for joining us on the Tom Hanks Spectacular. We're just going to talk about Tom Hanks movies and have a. So I've got some images of the posters.
Can we all just take a moment to appreciate Gary's shirt, please?
What's on your shirt? Oh, look at that! What a star! Have you seen the new movie? Obviously,
I did. I just saw it a week and a half ago.
What do you think?
I loved it. Oh, I loved it. So wonderful.
Cool.
So wonderful.
Cool. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
not going to say much, but the ending was really great.
Yeah, it was. Cool. Okay, right. All right, let's get into it. So Tom Hanks, have you seen the series they were in, the Bosom Buddies, back in the day?
No.
This thing with Peter Scolari.
Oh,
Scolari.
wow.
Have you seen this, Gary? Because it's an American series. It was like big at the time, I think. So basically, there's 2 series of it. So one that big, I guess. And the 2 guys, they want to move. They need to find a place to live because their house gets bulldozed down their apartment in New York, and they have to. The only place that'll take them, the only place available, so to say, is a place that only admits female tenants. So they have to dress up as 2 ladies. So it's very of its time, and they have to keep quick changing as they're going from the office, and
Right. There's only so far that joke's going to go, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see. I'm amazed it's stretched out to 2 seasons, to be honest, when you look at it. But let's get into his movies. I just thought we'd start with a little bit of his TV work. So one of the first movies, Bachelor Party. So you comedy kind of. Let me get rid of that banner. Hang on. Unless anybody else wants to come in, let us know. How do we do it? There we go. So Bachelor Party. Have you both seen this one?
Do you know what? I haven't seen this one.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, cool. You've never seen Bachelor Party? This was one of those, like, raunchy comedies, back in the day. Oh, bit cheeky. I mean, look at the poster. You know what I mean? It's a bit too raunchy. We'll move on. If you've not seen it, but it was one of them things. But I think he don't really like that film. You know what I mean? It's one of his early ones where he needed the work and
Or he needed the money.
Needed the money, but and then the next one. Let's get onto these ones. Come on.
Oh, love Splash.
Yeah, what can we say about Splash? John Candy.
Yeah.
I mean, straight away.
Yeah.
Loving it. Gary's shirt, Big T Mars, loving it. His shirt.
Yeah.
That's really good shirt.
Cool. So you've both seen Splash. Any one of my favourites of his?
Oh yeah.
Or do you reckon it's one of your favourites?
Oh yeah, Splash is it's definitely put Tom Hanks on the map. I mean, that movie was just, you can't say enough about his Tom Hanks' earlier work and his newer work too. Tom Hanks has had such a long, unbelievable career for the last 30, 40 years.
Oh yeah. Above and beyond, we'll go through. I've got quite a lot of posters. I went a bit mad, but definitely, Splash. It was one of those, wasn't it? Where Disney. What's the company called? Touchstone Pictures, wasn't it? It was who brought it out. Because it's a bit more adult themed. And then when they brought the film out on Disney Plus, they had to didn't they have to CGI Daryl Hannah's parts a bit and stuff. And
did they?
Yeah, they had
to
cover up
was
bits
she a bit too saucy?
I think there was too much bottom.
Too much bottom and breast, maybe.
For Disney,
yeah. They didn't want. They have to put Mickey Mouse heads over all the bits. They tracked it on the screen. Let's have a look.
Sensor bar.
Yeah, they should do that. Just put a giant Mickey Mouse sensor bar. They could do it like Walt Disney's Tash.
Yeah.
All right. Float around on a thing, something like that. Next film that. Oh,
go
sorry.
on.
Sorry.
No,
Now.
I was going to say my favourite bit from Slash was when he took her to the restaurant and she just like tore into the lobster. Anyway, moving on. Sorry.
It's good. It's good. And John Candy.
And John...
I mentioned John Candy. Have you seen this one? Man with the One Red Shoe.
Never heard of it.
But it looks like a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah, it's a bit of an odd film. This it's Tom Hanks. It's James Belushi in this as well, and Carrie Fisher's in it as well. And but it's not. It's one I've seen all his films, but yeah, it's not one I've revisited and gone crazy about. So less.
Never heard of it.
I think he plays a violinist in it.
He can do it all.
He can do it all.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks, of course he can.
Violin, piano, drums. He does it all. Then after that, he went to this little one. Which
John Candy again?
More John Candy, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen this, Volunteers?
Again, no.
Well,
Me and Natalie are.
you like both. It's a Tom Hanks special. You haven't seen them. We'll get to the ones you've seen, I'm sure, in a minute. These are all his early work, but that one, I think they tried to capture the magic of Splash and didn't quite work. Having John Candy and but he met Rita Wilson's in that, so he met his future wife, obviously, on that one. So I'm sure. They enjoyed it because of that. If you haven't seen it, though, I ain't got much to say about it. So
I've just never even heard of it.
No.
There's a few of these, though. There's this one as well. Every time we say goodbye, more of a serious kind of one of his early
moody
serious roles. Yeah.
Natalie, did you see that one?
Nope. Did you?
Yeah. Me and Natalie are like, we saw Toy Story.
We'll get to Toy Story, don't worry. We'll get there.
I went from Splash to Big. That's clearly what happened to me.
Big's coming in a minute. Hang on. This again. You want to
No.
skip? Should we just skip through all these?
Yeah,
There's not to say about them. They're not missing all.
Were these comedies?
No. Well, that one I watched it recently, thinking it was a comedy because I couldn't remember watching it, and I was like, "This isn't funny." It was like. But the next one is a comedy, and I love this movie. The Money Pit with Shelley Long.
Money Pit! I've seen this one.
Yeah. Have you seen this, Gary?
Yes, I have. It's fantastic.
Hooray! We're in. It's took 8 Hankses, but we're in.
Yay.
So, what do we think about The Money? I love this film. I think it's great.
It's fantastic. It's really funny.
Yeah.
A remake as well, I believe. It was.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a remake of an old, black and white film. I'm basing that on nothing. other than me saying.
And I'm just agreeing. I'm like, yeah.
I keep blocking you out, Gary, with the posts. I don't know how to fix that. I don't want to keep doing that. I want to see everybody while we're doing it. I'm looking in my settings. I don't know what I can do. What does that do?
Look in his
Weirder. That's just weirder. No, that blocks that out now.
Apparently, it was inspired. It was inspired by a 1948 movie.
All right.
Called Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
There
so
you
it
go.
was an old movie. Yeah. Comments. Oh, here we go. We got Splash is nice and charming. It is Big T. You're right.
Is.
Nice and charming. You're right. Lovely. Some good gags. And it's not afraid to go where other fish movies haven't either. Money Pit. So Money Pit, yeah, good film, comedy, classic, all that business. Yeah. I'm trying to think of my favourite bit, but have you got any favourite bits in that?
Younger Hanks vehicle.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I bet when he got that script, he went, "This is perfect for me. Go on." And Shelley Long went, "Hour in Cheers." He went, "Yeah, we know. All right, Shelley." Jesus.
Stop going on about it, Shelley.
Fucking old news, Shelley.
Ted. Not Ted Danson.
I'll never be Ted Shelley. Do you like Cheers? Are you Cheers fans? I love a bit of Cheers. I love it.
Yeah, I like a bit of Cheers. Like a bit of Cheers, like a bit of Taxi.
Yeah, Taxi. Yeah. I didn't watch Taxi until quite recently, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd is
honestly brilliant. Yeah. And I can't believe I'd never watched it before. It was just one. I think when I was a kid though, it were on, and I was like, "What's this? My taxis going round."
I think it was his first.
People up.
Yeah. That was Christopher Lloyd's, I think, first television series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think DeVito probably as well. I would think.
Yeah.
A Christopher Lloyd character nearly made my top 10 bad guys from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah. I mean, Gary, you must know what the first DeVito vehicle was. You're a big fan, so
You know what? I really love DeVito in Batman Returns. That
As a
movie,
penguin.
yeah, he was just so good. And in like Matilda,
Yeah.
Throw Mama from the Train.
Throw Mama from the Train. I forgot that existed. I love that movie.
Yeah. With Billy Crystal.
I completely forgot that existed.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Matilda as well. He directed that, I think.
Yeah.
That's right. Cool. All right. Okay. Good bit of DeVito. Nice. Right. Next film. Are you ready?
Still
Punchline. Not Toy Story yet.
Still not Toy Story.
Have you seen it? This Punchline.
I haven't seen that.
No,
Sally
but
Fields.
he plays a comedian in this one, right?
Yeah, stand up. It's a great film. I don't know how easy it is to find now. I think it was one of them where they brought it out on DVD and then it kind of disappeared. But Sally Fields. So the movie is. I really enjoy this film. Sally Fields married to John Goodman and she's a housewife, but she goes out and does stand up in a spare time, secretly. She don't tell him she's going to do it, and she meets Tom Hanks. They have a bit of a fling. Not really happens. Really, they're just kind of talking, and she does really well as a stand up, and he's a stand up as well. But he's trying to get a career going, and he loads of setbacks and things. It's a great film. And apparently Tom Hanks for this wrote out a set. He actually had a stand up set that he went and performed, and they said he was just as good as any of the other comedians on the circuit. Yeah.
It's Tom Hanks.
So it's Hanks.
Can I just very quickly come back to Danny DeVito because we've already spoken about the film that he was first in. So his first film was reprising his role from the off-Broadway production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Really?
And he played a character called Martini in the 1975 film.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
And Lloyd was in that then as well.
Yeah. Young Lloyd,
so maybe that was before Taxi, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. So maybe the producer Taxi went, get these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, we'll watch Punchline. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I highly recommend. Out of all the films tonight, if you've not seen any, Punchline is the one to watch. Next, we're nearly at Big, don't worry. But one more film before Big. Dragnet.
I love Dragnet.
Yeah.
I didn't realise this was before Big. Maybe I've gone in wrong order. But love it. Are you fans of Dragnet? It's good.
Yeah,
some
they're
good
a good team. DeVito. Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks. They're good together.
They are good together, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only time they did a film. Is that right? Together.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some people who don't team up that often. You think, and like you say, they're great in this film, and Aykroyd as the straight man, kind of with the by the book thing. It works really well. I always love this film. So yeah.
Yeah, me and my brother used to watch this on a loop. Love Dragnet. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I don't know. Let's check comments. I keep forgetting. Sorry. Punchline, fantastic. Big T. Yeah, highly recommended. Good
Go
stuff.
On, Big T.
Danny DeVito's first vehicle. I always remember there was a story about Danny DeVito actually, where he said he was going to quit acting, and then he went to his last audition and he spoke to a producer or somebody, he were about to quit, and they went, "Oh, you come back in, you were great," and all that. You hear these stories all the time. You think, well, they're going to quit though. They're just saying that because
I've read that though. Yeah, apparently he'd gone to an audition and it had not gone well. And he was having a pee before he left the audition.
Yeah, having a pee before that's it.
Yeah, and he was like, "That's it. If I don't get this part, I'm never doing it again." But then he ended up getting twins.
Yeah, somewhere.
And then he was like, "Right, that's fine then," and he stayed as an actor, but he was going to leave the profession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right, your movie's here. Here we go. Come on.
Here we are.
Oh. Yay!
What have you got to say about Big?
I love Big.
You could do an episode just on Big.
Maybe we will. Yeah. You probably haven't seen any other films either, so we'll just do Big. Green Mile? Never heard of it. Great film.
It was one of the first times I ever got upset at a movie, crying upset. Other than E.T., obviously, got upset at E.T. But towards the beginning where his friend, they find him a room to sleep in, and his friend has to go. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
the friend wandering around a really rough part of New York just by himself.
I
at
don't
13.
recommend that even today.
Yeah,
No,
He's a street smart kid, though, isn't he? You know what I mean?
he was wise. But then when you see him like curled up on the bed just crying, because he hears the gunshots outside and he puts things against the door and he's crying. And I can remember getting really upset. One of the first times I'd ever got really upset at a movie. Apart from, like I say, when I thought E.T. was dead. But everybody.
I mean, the thing with this film as well, at the time, they brought out a load of films like this. So, like, I think Vice Versa with Dudley Moore. And what's the one with Judge Reinhold in as well? There's another one. Like Father Like Son. With the other way around, I think that was the one with Dudley Moore, and the other one was Vice Versa. But loads of films came out with this theme of body swaps or growing older and all this.
Friday.
Freaky
Friday,
all
that stuff.
Yeah.
And this one was the last one to come out, and they were like, you know, we don't know if it's going to work or not, and then just took off. Everybody loved it, and written by Steven Spielberg's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The iconic like piano scene. Everybody knows that scene.
It's a great film. Great stuff in it.
Great Tom Hanks.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah. Bit creepy anyway. She watched him walk down the street and goes,
yeah, that all got a bit
I'll
weird.
slam that. And you're like, what? They cut that out, that line in the end. That was the director's cut. Yep, had it. And you're like, what? No, you can't say that.
Extended edition.
Yeah. Cool. They brought out an extended big cut as well. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's now 9 hours long.
Yeah.
It's his entire journey.
It is, yeah. Every day by day.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be interesting if they found the kid who played the young Tom Hanks and filmed the shots again. It'd be too expensive. Do you know what I mean? With him grown up now at the right age.
Yeah,
I always thought that'd be interesting. They won't do it. It's crazy.
Tom Hanks could do a cameo as the guy who owns a toy company.
Yeah. They should do that just for a laugh. If money was no object, just reinsert the shots of the older guy now. And stupid idea.
Shut up, Chris. It's a stupid idea.
What a dumb idea. Why'd I waste time telling you that? Yeah, especially if DeVito's in it as well. Such a great film and shows.
I watched Danny DeVito can play the piano. Like literally, he is the piano. They're just stepping on him.
I like how you love DeVito, but you always ridicule him by making him an object in the film. You don't go, he can play the part of that because he'd nail that. You go, he can be a door. You're like, what?
He could be the car in Back to the Future.
Yeah, that's quite an honour. It won't even be that. Yeah. He can be the pine tree that gets hit by the car.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What we got?
You know what though? Coming back to what Big T Moore said, absolutely right. Like it's a brilliantly acted movie for Tom Hanks. This.
Yeah, I believe they had the kid do the different scenes, and then Tom Hanks would copy how the kid is doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how they did it, wasn't it? It was good. It was good. Yeah, really good film. Great film. Great score as well. Howard Shaw.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, everything. Brilliant music. And Zoltar Machine as well. How can we forget about that?
Zoltar.
Yeah. Oh, all that. You know, your wishes being granted.
Piece of like pop icon culture, isn't it now? That.
Yeah.
Zoltar.
Everybody wanted a Zoltar Machine, didn't they?
I still do.
Yeah, we all still do.
Yeah.
What would you wish for?
Oh,
would you wish to?
Could it be rule free?
Yeah.
Anything? Oh wow.
Answer in the comments. What are your wishes? Go on.
I'd want the Geek Show to be a network television show.
Oh my god.
Oh, beautiful.
Gary, I love you.
I thought you'd wish for DeVito round at your house in a big boat.
Well, I think if I had to wish for a movie, I'd want to watch Home Alone, but I'd want Danny DeVito to play every character except for Macaulay Culkin, and just get Macaulay Culkin to reprise his role at his age of like 41.
I would genuinely pay to see that.
Yeah.
Hey, DeVito would have been good as Joe Pesci's character in Home Alone, wouldn't
he? Yeah.
I could see him doing that. You know.
He'd be good as like the house. Like the
He'd
house
be good
they
as, like,
have. He could be the house.
Iron.
Just his face on the iron. Just
Do you want your next Hanks vehicle?
Yes, yeah.
You ready?
When Macaulay Culkin throws paint cans, he could just be a paint can.
Yeah, little Danny DeVito all killed up.
Just with a string.
How many
I'm the
DeVitos?
trash
Too
man.
many DeVitos. Don't know. I could eat a bag of DeVitos.
Yeah.
Right, next film. Here we go. The Burbs.
Here we are.
Love
you
it.
love the Burbs, Chris, don't you?
I absolutely adore the Burbs. Joe Dante, so you know it's going to be a bit wacky, a bit weird. Love this film. Matt Jackson, our old friend from college and work, wasn't it, Nat? As well for you. He loves this movie. Absolutely loves it. We've all seen it. I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you say it's your favourite Tom Hanks movie?
No, I think Big tops this in terms of favourite. Yeah. I think I'm trying to think of what else. It's one I'd watch this more than Big though. That's the thing, isn't it? If you give me the both of them and went, which one are you going to watch? I'll probably watch Burbs. But it's Carrie Fisher again in Burbs. I love Carrie Fisher. So,
Carrie Fisher's amazing.
Yeah. There's so many good lines in Burbs as well. There's so many funny lines. In the comments earlier, we were on about Pinocchio. Where are you going, Pinocchio? All that stuff. So good. And that bit where I love the line where he says, I've never seen that. I've never seen anybody drive the garbage down the bottom of the street and bang the hell out of it with a stick. I've never seen that. Just stuff like that. It's just so weird. But yeah, it's a great film. It's a great film. Anything for you guys? What do you like about it?
I just remember it being a film that was, when you said it was like weird, I think when I watched it, it was the first time I'd probably seen something that was a little bit weird. Does that make any sense? Like a little bit, like it was before I'd seen things like Bill and Ted and things. So it was just the first thing I'd seen that was a bit off center, which I think is why I loved it.
Yeah.
I love that Tom Hanks, a lot of his films are just so original. And he's like one of those people that really doesn't do sequels unless it's Toy Story. Yeah. But,
all four of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, there aren't any other sequels he's done, is there, actually? Big Two.
Always leave them
bigger.
Always leave them hungry.
Big. Much bigger.
Yeah.
Big Two.
I'm just scrolling through pictures. The only other thing, I guess, is we'll talk about it later anyway. Da Vinci Code. Did those, didn't he? But I can't think of any others where he did Saving Private Ryan 2.
No.
The Hunt for Hitler.
Yeah.
Of course.
A lot of airtime. But yeah, The Burbs, great one. The Blu-rays jam-packed with extra stuff as well. You've got a commentary and deleted scenes and all sorts. Now, next film, I don't know if you've seen this one, but notorious for being not very good. Bonfire of the Vanities. Have you seen this?
I saw it once, and it's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
I thought it said vampires at the end. I was going to say, wow, he really can do it all.
Bonfire of the Vampires. It should have been that. It probably stood more of a chance. But apparently they all didn't like making it, I think. And, they're...
I mean, it's a good cast, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember ever wanting to watch it again, and I've definitely seen it.
What amazes me is I really didn't realize how many rated R movies Tom Hanks has done.
I mean, so our rating, is that like an 18 over here? That's our rated. Kids can go in with adults, is that right?
Yeah.
So it's more like a 12 over here, 12A?
Yeah.
PG-13, something like that, I don't know.
Yeah, because 15s, 18s, you've got to be at them ages over here to go in. So our rated, you could go see anything when you're a kid in the States, eh? Yeah. Pretty good. I remember I couldn't get in for Crocodile Dundee. So I wasn't old enough.
Really?
Yeah. Really? I think we were 15 at the time, and my cousin got in to see it and he wasn't old enough, and I was jealous as hell.
Let him see the movie. That's not a bad movie.
I know. There's nothing in that, is there? You get to, I can't think of anything that's bad in that film. Why were it at 15 over here that?
No idea. He wrestles a crocodile, that's it. And she wears a bikini.
Horrible.
Oh, the bikini bit. That'll be why.
Do you reckon?
In the news, you'll see all that stuff.
She bends down, you see her bum, and he goes, oh! He goes, cool, blimey! Crikey! Oh God! And like they're like 15. No way.
Yeah.
It's not even a good
I
game
wish
of
that
knife and
Gary's
spoon
wish
in.
would come true.
Oh,
Which
big
one- yeah.
Seymour.
Oh, I thought at first I was like, he really wants that Danny DeVito. Oh, right.
The
It's
other
like
thing.
Vito Home
Danny
Alone.
DeVito delivered to your house.
Yeah.
Bird's one favourite Hanks. Yeah, I always wanted to see a Klopex prequel called Feldman Offshoot. Yeah, I forgot Feldman's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Feldman
Yeah.
were in a lot, wasn't it then?
Well,
You were everywhere with Feldman.
Goonies.
yeah, Gremlins. Well, it's Joe Dante who directed Gremlins anyway, so it's his film. So you see all regular faces. Mr. Futterman, it's called that, isn't he, in Gremlins? He pops along as the garbage man.
Mm.
Where's Gremlins 3?
They're doing a series out there on Netflix, an animated series. But I think they are working on a Gremlins 3 as well. So
Is it
live
like
action.
when you get Gizmo wet, he turns into Danny DeVito?
Danny
Or is it
DeVito.
like just he pops out of him.
Danny DeVito plays them all. They should have had him in Willy Wonka, shouldn't they,
brilliant.
playing all the Oompa Loompas, Danny DeVito? That'd be your ultimate film.
Well, him, that, or John Travolta's the Oompa Loompas.
John Travolta and him were they in the film together? Get Shorty, do you remember that?
Yeah.
I never watched it.
I don't know why. We got some promo stuff at the cinema when we were working there for Get Shorty. We all got like these CD wallets with Get Shorty on the front. Really odd. I was like, why have you given us these? What was that? Burbs I really enjoyed. Love how it was shot. I'm like,
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Definitely back then they took more risks in terms of like shots. Nowadays you see like the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah. And that
movies.
yeah. What's that noise they have in all trailers now as well? That thing when something's happening. I hate that every time you see it. I watched a trailer today for this Moon thing that's coming out. Moon something. I don't know what. But I genuinely thought it was a gag. I thought it was a joke commercial. And I watched it and thought, oh shit, it's a real movie, this. It was like, you know, when you watch a movie and something on YouTube and it puts like an advert on. It was a trailer, Moon something, it's coming out soon. But it's a Emmerich, you know, Roland Emmerich, for he did Independence Day and all that, didn't he? Did he? I can't remember. Moonfall, right. Okay. Honestly, watch the trailer for it. It looked awful, and I thought it was a spoof advert for a watch or something, or a car. And it was like, wow, this looks terrible.
It's awesome. Go watch it.
Yeah, watch
Moon is falling to Earth. Oh.
Yeah, Moon's falling to Earth, but Halle Berry's in him, people, and but the effects looked like terrible. And then anyway, I guess
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the cast looked all right, and but I was just like, is this an advert for a car or something? It was weird. Donald Trump. Donald, you're not allowed to say the Trump's name on this show because something happens every time. Hey, I heard my name. Okay.
Oh no.
What do you want? I'm enjoying your coverage of Tom Hanks. It's great. It's the best coverage I've ever seen. My favorite Tom Hanks movie is the one where I'm in it.
Right.
He's gone. No more Trump tonight. We talked about pooing too much already earlier on. Right, next film. Let's go for it. Joe versus Volcano.
Yeah, this one is a good one.
Yeah, it's been ages since I saw this though.
Yeah, I mean, the first one with him and old Meg.
Meggles.
I mean, they were the power couple, weren't they?
They were the hit couple, weren't they? Of the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
really good chemistry together.
Yeah.
Like a duo for sure.
Yeah. I wonder, do you reckon that? Do you reckon like the studios put them together again, or do you reckon they were like, I want Meg in this? Or
well, they probably saw how well they work together.
Yeah.
How good they are on screen, and then they go, let's try to capture it again.
It must be studios.
And by goodness, they did.
Oh
yes.
We'll get to some more of them, but this is I think this is always a bit of an odd film. Now, Joe vs Volcano, but there's something about it. It's a bit of a quirky film, isn't it? And there's the actual the USA version of this film is a lot longer than the British version.
Really?
Yeah, and I got a copy of the longer version. It's actually a better film, I think, because it's quite jarringly cut, the British version, when you watch the other one. Yeah, very odd. I don't know why they. Sometimes they do that just to show them more in cinemas. You know, they'll pack them in, won't they? But interesting. I'm always interested in like deleted scenes and extended cuts of films and stuff like that.
Oh, he loves an extended.
Oh, I love it. I love it. In fact, that's what I'm going to tell you about earlier. My book I got, very off topic. It's not Tom Hanks related, but I got the book the other day to the Three Amigos, right?
Oh, really? Wow.
Right, I managed to find this book, and in it, now there's not loads of stuff is missing from the. They haven't got a work print cut of the Three Amigos, and in the book there's a deleted scene there. Look, I don't know if you could see that. It's not very.
Yeah.
So they're like the two of the Amigos are strung up and then Chevy Chase in front of it. Not in the film at all. I've never heard anybody mention that at all. So bizarre. I love all that
somewhere. The footage has got to be somewhere.
Yeah. Well, they say not, and then you've got the. Don't get me started on the planes, trains, and automobiles 4-hour cut. Because I'll just keep talking. We're talking about Tom Hanks. I can't talk about that tonight.
Stop flirting with Steve Martin and John Candy and get back to Tom Hanks.
Yeah, get back to Hanks. Come
Chris
on,
loves John Candy.
Oh, I love Candy.
Who doesn't?
I know. Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah.
He likes a bit of candy.
Exactly. Yeah. Anything else about Jover's Volcano?
No, other than it's great.
Great, good
Shot
stuff.
well. Script is good.
Shot well, good, nice. And Meg playing a few different roles, showing off her range.
Yeah, of course.
It's a shame that we don't see Meg anymore.
She's not in much, is she? The first film I saw her in was a Candy film. She's in Armed and Dangerous. Have you seen that one? Mm-hmm. With John Candy and Eugene Levy. Great film.
Oh, okay.
Although I would say that about it.
John Candy. Yeah, well, Sandra Bullock recently
John Candy,
said
great
that...
film.
Yeah, great film. Great film.
Yeah.
It's his second name. John Candy is his first name
Great
now.
Film Candy.
Great film is his second name. Sandra Bullock did recently say that if it wasn't for Netflix, she'd have been out of work years ago because she's considered too old for acting now in Hollywood.
Oh my God.
Just showing those double standards of men being allowed to be grizzled and old and carry on working, and women often just being left. Yeah,
I don't think there should be an age in Hollywood. I really don't think so. I mean, everyone should be able to work at any age. I mean,
it's the studios, and then they don't. But like I said, the streaming stuff. I think the streaming stuff must have opened opportunities for people.
Everyone.
Well, bloody Sandra Bullock's never off a bloody Netflix now. Every 2 minutes, she's in something new.
She's good though. I love a bit of Sandy.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's your favourite Sandy? We keep going off on one, but what's your favourite Sandra Bullock film? Come on.
This is hard because I love Miss Congeniality.
Yeah, that was probably mine. For sure.
Love Miss Congeniality. But I also loved, but I don't think as many people loved it, but it just made me laugh so much. I loved it when she did Heat with Melissa McCarthy. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Yeah. It is controversial, but it made me laugh.
I like, have you seen the film with her with 2 weeks notice with Hugh Grant of all people?
Yeah.
I really like that film. It's my little secret film. I like that one.
In fact, Chris watches it every Sunday to prepare for his week.
Yeah, I have a cup of tea and Speed.
Not Speed 2,
I have Speed as well, on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I have a cup of tea, watch Sunday, and then do some Speed.
And that's how you get the week started.
Yeah, the week started. It's party time! It's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
Let's watch John Candy.
Yeah. I haven't watched Candy for a while. Should do. I'm going
to. A while, he means 48 minutes.
2 days,
Yeah, 2 days, yeah. Name me Candy Fix. Some days I don't get to the player quick enough and I drop the disc on the floor and I'm like, I've got to watch him. Right, next film, you ready for this one? Is an absolute classic.
Oh,
Turner
and Hooch. And
now,
unlike K9, not a happy ending.
Oh, yeah. It always gets me the end to this because you forget, don't you? You're watching it going, they're having a great time. This is great. Loving it. Yeah. And then you go, what? Oh, what have you done?
Yeah. Tom Hanks plays the straight man to Hooch, just like Dan Aykroyd played the straight man in Dragnet. And then gets to the end and they break your heart. But yes, brilliant movie. Watched it on a loop. Watched that and K9 on a loop, actually. I know I keep coming back to that because they both had different endings.
K9 with Jim Belushi. Well, you could have. Why didn't you splice the ending from K9 into Hooch? Or just cut your own version so he doesn't die at the end. Is like, and just put like a picture of the clouds up or something. Oh.
I was just saying, add some from Cujo and just put it in there.
Yeah, the ultimate. Yeah, Turner and Cujo, the ultimate cut.
Yeah.
Did you see they did a Disney Plus Turner and Hooch series?
Oh, why?
Yes, I did hear about that. Is it any good?
Let me subtly tell you how good it is.
Okay, we won't watch it.
Did you read that? Could you tell?
Yes. Yeah, I watch it.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
I was lost for words. That's what that meant.
John Travolta is in a giant dog costume playing the dog.
Well, the series straight away it sets up that Tom Hanks is dead. His character's dead, and he's not in it because he's like, fuck that. I don't do sequels. As we've established. And then his son is investigating his murder, I think. But I watched it for about 10 minutes and thought, nah, not having it.
Is that the movie? Is that the show you were like, I'm done with this, turn it off? Something.
I was like, I'm not doing it. I had to put two candies on at the same time on different screens to get over it.
And
watched a bit of Candy.
Plain strains, straight on. So that Turner and Hooch, good film, good.
I love Turner and Hooch,
what else we got? Next one. League of Their Own.
There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
I'd completely forgotten about this.
Davis. Good cast.
Gina Davis. Such a shame that she's no longer.
Was this the first film that Thingy was in as well? Can't see. Penny Marshall as well did. She directed Big.
Mm.
So
this is actually one of Tom Hanks's personal favorite films of his because he said he loved it because the entire summer he got to play baseball with his family and film this movie.
Oh.
That's cool. That's nice.
Just when I thought I can't love him anymore, and then you say things like that, Gary.
Yeah. He's like, I got to play with my family at summer baseball. So.
Oh. God.
Cool. Good film. Again, one I've not really watched again. So maybe it's time to revisit some of these. I don't know.
Dig it out.
But you watch the Turner and Hooch series on Disney.
I think Disney have got a lot of answering to do for a lot of things at the moment. Next one. Here we go. We've got it. Boom.
Oh, here we are.
What a film.
What a film.
What can you say about Forrest Gump? Beautifully done. Everything.
Good director. Robert Zemeckis, great director. Alan Silvestri score, brilliant.
Incredible performances from everybody.
Great. The idea as well, Gary Sinise, he started a foundation, didn't he, after this film? It's you can't really say much about it. It's great. There's no criticism, is it, at all? So I don't really know what else. Yeah.
It's probably one of his greatest pieces of work, I think.
And the poster, what you can do is you could put yourself sat on in that gap there next to him if you want.
You should do that for us for Christmas.
I'll do that for you. I'll put you all in on the little Forrest Gump bench.
Besides Forrest Gump, this is a question you're both probably going to have to think about. What do you think Tom Hanks's top 3 best films are besides Forrest Gump? Like
top 3 without Forrest Gump in it, right?
Yeah, his best work.
Oh,
do you mean? But when you say best work, do you mean it can be anything, or do you want dramatic? Do you want
any movie? Just his top 3 best films.
I'll think about that. Let's do some comments while we're thinking. Here we go.
Green Mile's got to be in there, without a doubt.
Oh, I missed some comments here. Hang on. Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell in that movie too. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell. That's the first film for her, wasn't it? That were it.
Rosie O'Donnell, was great in Forrest Gump.
Comments about Sandy and Demolition Man as well.
Demolition Man, Murder, Death, Kill. Yeah.
Demolition Man. If somebody's put that again, yeah. Oh, same. Martin, Big T. Rich has shown up. Gary.
Hi, Rich.
Hey.
Rich, we
miss you. Settled, Rich. Come on in if you're around. Let us know. Forrest Gump, yeah, cool. big, and big. 3 films, big. What else we got? I'm trying to think. Big for me.
I've got
top
two. I've got
3.
2.
Right, I'm going
Big.
Burbs and Big somewhere in there, but then I'm going comedies, I think. Oh, and Splash.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm having them.
I'm going for The Green Mile. Obviously, I already said that. Incredible. Saving Mr. Banks, I absolutely loved. And Apollo 13.
Apollo 13, yeah. We'll get there in a sec.
Me too.
What about you, Gary? What are your top 3?
Top 3 Tom Hanks films? Oh, wow. I think Toy Story is probably a near perfect film. I love The Terminal with Tom Hanks.
Oh, The Terminal.
So good. So
got that as well on here,
his range, just with his accent, his ability to bring alive that character of staying in the airport. Probably also A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's
and Big, of course.
Big.
And if you notice how our top 3 is, our top 3s were different top 3s, but all brilliant films.
Yeah, the work is done. You know,
It just shows how great Tom Hanks is and how many great films he has. Has there ever been a bad Tom Hanks film?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about earlier. Bonfire of the Vanities is supposed to be. That's probably his worst. I think that's his worst one, really. But they all agree that it's the worst one as well. They're all like, this didn't work at all, and it's not. Again, I've not seen it for ages, so I can't even comment on why they think that or why it didn't do well. Next one after Forrest Gump is Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, yeah, Meg Ryan.
Meg's
back. Oh, jinx. Meg's back. Meg, they're like, who do you want in this film, Hanks? And he's like, I need somebody who I've worked with before, romantic interest. Get me Ryan. And they're like, who?
I wonder if at that time he had any sort of pull to say, you're looking for this girl? I know exactly the person.
Yeah. I reckon, don't quote me on this story. I reckon Hank kicked the door open at the studio. Right, went, I'm not doing this movie unless you sons of bitches get me Ryan.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Then they loved Hank so much that they said, you know what, whatever you want.
Yeah. And then he skydived off the building.
Yeah, of course. James Bond.
Because he's cooler than Bond.
Yeah.
He's Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
He would play a great older Bond.
Older Bond, yeah.
Like have you seen him with the beard?
They always. It was funny because he always wanted to be in Star Trek, I think it was.
Really?
And they wouldn't let him because they said he were too nice. He wanted to play Star Trek. Was it Star Trek villain, I think? And they said he couldn't.
Great.
Yeah, they also were going to consider him for Groundhog Day, but again, they said he's too nice a guy. He's got that nice guy persona. He couldn't be nasty to people, you know, so... Maybe that's doing favors sometimes.
But like big actors like that have had careers for 20 years and they outrightly said, I want to be in Star Trek. Why can't you find someone to put them in Star Trek?
Yeah, exactly.
Just put some ears on him and let him walk in the background. That's what Daniel Craig did in Force Awakens. He was a stormtrooper.
Yeah. That's right.
They do it all the time. They stuck Peter Jackson in Hot Fuzz dressed as Santa.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
You could have found somewhere for him.
Yeah.
Got some more comments. That's all. I keep missing comments. Sorry. Martin's put Stranger Danger. I don't know why. Oh, it's because he's talking to Rich. He's talking to Rich. Stranger Danger. They don't know who Rich is anymore. He's not on the show. Sleeps in Seattle. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. So I mean, what a film. It's great. Nice film.
Yeah.
Empire State Building, Gary.
Yeah. It's
like he lives there or something.
I've been up the Empire State Building actually. I have been up
millions of times. It's as beautiful as it is in the movie for sure.
Yeah, I went up and the lift. You had to get out of the lift because they were doing some work on it and walk up the rest of the way to the top. But I went at night.
Yeah, it's beautiful at night. You go up and you see all the lights.
Yeah, it was nice. Got free tickets off the improv tour.
Beautiful. I like.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom, for that. Not Tom Hanks. Tom the tuber. He sorted us out. He whipped them out. Went, have a couple of passes for.
Chris,
have you got these? He went, shh.
You took it away with that. Thanks, Tom. And we both were like, Tom Hanks gave him free tickets.
Tom Hanks gave me 2 tickets up the Empire State Building.
He's watching right now, winking at the camera.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
He was
no problem.
about to ring you and say, "You better tell him it was me."
Yeah.
But
I want that credit. I don't want any of these Oscars at all. I want credit for giving free tickets away to the Empire State Building. Didn't go to the Statue of Liberty. I wanted to. Queue were too big. But Ghostbusters Pharaohs. Anyway, we're not talking about that. Apollo 13.
Ooh.
love Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton.
Look at that cast.
Gary Sinise. Come on now.
Sinise.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Sinise is back again. Kicks the door in. Get me Sinise.
Absolutely.
Who can play this astronaut who doesn't go? Who's got the gravitational, no pun intended, pull to give a performance of an astronaut who's stranded on a base who can't go to space? Sinise.
So I think of as I immediately think of a stranded astronaut.
Yeah.
Before even Tom Hanks, Sinise.
And then Sunita showed up and they went, why is
Not you.
Sunita? And they went, no, it's Sinise, not Sunita. It's the nearest name I could think of. Good, great film. Ron Howard again, Splash director reunited. Yeah, what a performance. Again, you know.
And like, what a responsibility to have to say the line, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you think he did loads of takes?
Oh,
Houston,
well, I'm
we
sure
have a
he
problem.
did.
Loads.
Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we.
Although it's Hanks, one and
Oh,
done.
it's Hanks, yeah. Yeah. it's
Houston,
Hanks,
we have a
yeah.
problem. Get that in you can. I'm done.
Lunch.
Hanks out and then skydived out of the plane they were filming in. Like, what are you doing? Fucking madman. And that's how he ends all his meetings. Hanks out and just.
Yeah. Just
Even if he's on the first floor.
Yeah.
Straight out that window.
Even if he's in a car having a meeting, he rolls out the car. Hanks out. Just rolls out. Like, what are you doing?
If he's in an airplane, he just jumps out of the airplane.
Yeah.
And all the execs are left there going, he's a great actor, but he's fucking nuts. He keeps rolling out of cars and off buildings and stuff.
And smashing through windows. He doesn't open a window.
No.
He just smashes through the window.
Right.
The window opens for him because it knows who he is.
Yes.
He breaks, like he kicks the door in, starts the meeting, finishes the meeting by smashing. He never uses the same entrance or exit twice.
No. Never.
Tom Hanks is the reason why Waldo was hiding.
Right, okay. Apollo 13, moving on. Bit more of a serious one.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
Philadelphia.
yeah.
Bit of Denzel Washington.
Well, Denzel is so damn good.
He's good in everything.
Yeah.
In fact, there's somebody who's never made a bad film, I reckon.
Yeah, you could take him to the bank.
I can't think of one Denzel Washington film I've seen and gone, come on, you're phoning it in. They're all of them. I love even Equalizer 2. I love that. I watched that recently again. It were on over Christmas, and I love that. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, I know it's a Tom Hanks show. We've gone on a tangent, but is there a bad Denzel Washington film?
No.
Every tangent we've been on has been deserved, and so is Denzel Washington's. Yeah. 100%. What a guy! What a guy!
Yeah. So prepared. Just he really gets into everything.
Yeah.
And his performances are always just like 100%. Like he's like Tom Hanks, isn't it? You watch him and you believe every single word that he says. Like
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a bad film. I genuinely can't think of anything that he's done that I've thought, oh, come on.
Cat in the Hat.
Okay.
He
was bad in that one.
Yeah, I didn't like him in that. I did not care for you in Cat in the Hat. I didn't like it. No, none of that.
I just wonder if, because premieres are so big, and there's so many people at the premiere lining up to get autographs. I wonder if there's any point where you tell a celebrity that you love them in the movie that they weren't in. Just to see if they notice.
It must happen, mustn't it? You know.
Yeah. He's got her on it.
Yeah.
Well, Radcliffe gets pictures of Elijah Wood still.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, they were worse people to be confused with. I love Elijah Wood. I think he's great.
Yeah.
They should be in a movie together. Elijah Wood, Daniel Radcliffe. I'd watch that.
Radcliffe, he'd have to play his age in it.
Yeah.
Harry Potter age, I mean.
Yeah.
Even what we talked about last week, that reunion when he's got that beard, you think, you're not fooling anybody. You look 12, man.
Yeah.
No matter what you put on your face, you will always look like Harry Potter. That Lady in Black, isn't it, where he goes, these are my kids, and you're like, nah.
Yeah.
Other than that.
I wonder if there's any point in Daniel Radcliffe's life where his doctor goes, "No, Daniel, you're gonna need glasses," and he goes, "No."
Yeah.
I would rather crash my car.
Yeah, I would never. Contacts, all that. I bet he wears contacts or laser eye surgery. He's like, no way.
No way.
Do you imagine what I would get? Well, I said about that last week. If he walks into a door and gets a scar on his head, a lightning scar, and then glasses, he's like, oh shit. Woman in Black. Is it Woman in Black? I thought it was Lady in Black.
No, Rich, where are you?
Woman in Black. Are you coming on, Rich, or what? He's sat there watching. You might as well come on. Do you want the link?
He's in his interval.
I didn't realise. Oh, shit.
He's in his interval. He said earlier he's having an
interval. Oh, sorry. I thought he meant interval, like, at home. I don't know why.
Got your back. I got your back, Rich. He's not listening again.
Come on, well, he's only doing panto. He hits it when I say that. I'm sorry. Do you don't mind if you don't go out, widow Twanky? Right, what's next? We should have talked about the film. We just talked about Denzel. Again, great performance, wasn't it? Antonio Banderas as well.
Oh, I forgot about Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, I don't know if that was one of his early roles.
I can only ever remember him in A Fountain in Evita.
Evita. That was good, wasn't it? When the money goes rolling, you don't ask how. Yeah. It's good. And they were like, no, we do. You need to pay your bills. Banderas. Next one then. Go on. Do you want to say all about Philadelphia? We talked about it, haven't we?
It's very sad.
Bruce Springsteen's song did well in the charts, didn't it, all that time? Yeah. Good. Right, next one. Thing You Do. You've seen that? That Thing You Do.
Oh, ages ago.
So Hanks directed this, didn't he? His first film he directed.
Some of them look like the Jersey Boys, don't they?
Yeah. You've got Thingy there. That's what's his name? On left, second from left. Oh shit. He's in loads of stuff now. Oh, I'm terrible with names tonight.
I can't remember.
I'm looking down. I can't even see. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Yeah, good film. I thought at the time, the first one he directed. Yeah, The Wonders. They were called on the band. The Wonders.
It's been ages since I can't really remember that one.
There's a lot of these I'd like to watch again after going through them. Actually,
sure, yeah.
We've got Rich St. Philadelphia Lovely.
Right.
He means the spread on the bread, like Philadelphia. Thing You Do is awesome film.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
Tell us something we don't know. It's Hanks, Rich.
Oh, Rich.
So be coming on the show, like in your interval. So here we go. Gene, that just heading up Act 3. It's behind me. Oh. Told you a panto. Told you. Bloody pantomime. What we got next? Let's have a look. Here we go. I think only film I don't like Denzel Washington's Unstoppable.
It's not a bad movie.
No, it's not one you'd go, forget it. I'm not watching any of his other work. It's good. What we got? Right, next one. Here we go. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, Saving Private Ryan. Yeah. It's like Philadelphia. It's one of them that I can't watch it a lot because it's quite upsetting.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this on the show before on here. Where, the weirdest thing for this was in the cinema when I was watching it, and halfway through, Ted Danson pops up, right? And it's in the cinema, right? I swear to God, it was the first day it were out, and everybody in the cinema, you'd been through all the Omaha Beach and all that stuff, and it were amazing and all that, and all the emotions you go through. Then all of a sudden, everybody in the cinema went, "Is that Ted Danson?" Because they haven't been in it for ages, and I swear the film they might as well have stopped the film and gone, "Yes, it is Ted Danson." Because everybody in the cinema, you saw everybody turning around going, "Is that?" Because it just pops up halfway through, and you're like,
"This is a single subtitle." Yes, this is Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Not Danny DeVito.
Yeah. It was so bizarre, and it kind of took you out of the movie a little bit. It did for me. I don't know why. Because again, Hanks. This is one thing I will say. You kind of forget it's Hanks, don't you, when you're watching film?
Yeah.
Forget you get drawn in with the performance.
Lost in the story, and you forget who's in it. But cinematography wise, I mean, that movie is just beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, the whole like landing on the beach.
Yeah.
Just Oh, from start to finish. Yeah.
Great film. And originally, I think Hanks was going to survive.
And become a stripper.
No, but he was going to be the narrator. You know, at the start and the end.
Oh yeah, the narrator.
Right, and that does make sense when you watch the film, because at the start of the film, he's in the graveyard, isn't he? And it zooms into his face, the older guy, and you think, oh, this is Hanks. Right. But it turns out to be Matt Damon's character. Yeah, Matt Damon wasn't on the beach landing. So when it zooms into his face at the start and then it cuts to the beach landings, you think it's that character, but then you think, well, how can he remember the beach landing when he wasn't there?
Well, he wasn't there, correct.
But I don't know. Yeah. But I think they changed it, like they went, oh, it's going to be more dramatic if that's Matt Damon's character who was in the...
I can't take Matt Damon's name seriously anymore, because
after
Team America. Yeah. Nobody, he just immediately takes me out of the gravitas of any situation I'm in.
Have you heard why they didn't even do that maliciously? They just said, "Oh, what we decided to do."
There's a video of Matt Damon's like just signing autographs for fans, and then someone in the back goes, "Matt Damon." and
Does he not react well?
He's just ignoring it. It's just going right over his head. Thank you, Matt Damon. Thank you. I'm sure he gets that still all the time.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Makes my day. Every time.
Oh, it's funny. It must be awful.
He's got this beautiful like body of work. Some great films like Dogma and Saving Private Ryan, and all he's remembered for is Matt Damon. That's it.
Born Supremacy, but no, it's Matt Damon.
He's like, can't you remember the apple thing from Good Will Hunting at least? Some, like, run up to me and say, I got a number, something. Right, next, well, Private Ryan, Spielberg, brilliant. And John Williams again with music,
Oh, can you think of a better combo of John Williams, Steven Spielberg, and Tom Hanks?
Probably one of Spielberg's top 6 or 7 greatest films that he's ever done. For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, next one. Here we go. Meg's back.
Meg again.
What do you think of this one? Have you seen it?
I just like how Tom Hanks is aging so beautifully.
I really like this film. I think it's great. Obviously, it's of its time as well because of the emailing and the AOL and the "you've got mail" and the waiting ages for the phones to connect and stuff. It wouldn't be half as good now, would it? Be instant. They'd probably do it on here. They'd come on the StreamYard or Zoom or something and go, you're right. Yeah, I'll meet you at the restaurant. I've seen you already, so there's no mystery. See ya. Then it'll go somewhere over the rainbow at the end. That's the movie. Short film. I think they're good in this. So the performances are good. It's based on it's a remake, I think this.
I'm not sure. All I know is it's a really nice movie. Shall I Google it?
Yeah, I think there's a film called Shop Around the Corner with Jimmy Stewart. I think I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Just a nice feel-good film.
Yeah, and I like how the thing is, it can do these big blockbuster films, can't it? And these big budget, and then you get these nice little ones in between as well. Which that one, it's a nice little film, and it shows off their acting chops to make something like this. It really does.
Shop Around the Corner. Yeah,
is it
1940s movie from MGM?
Is it Jimmy Stewart as well?
Yeah,
and John Candy.
Jimmy Stewart, John Candy, Danny DeVito.
That'd be a great film.
Shop Around the Corner.
Yeah. Just thinking about the film now. I want to watch that. Right, here we go then. Toy Story.
Oh my God.
Fill your boots. Talk about this.
Absolutely wonderful movie.
Would
Are we
you
allowed to talk
consider?
about all of them?
What's it? Sorry, Gary.
Oh,
Sorry.
would you all consider this film to be, for its time, to be a masterpiece?
Oh yeah,
100%. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Again, perfect cast for it, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and you can watch it again and again and again. It's always fresh. It's always funny. The baddie's really bad. There's drama.
There's, I don't know if this is right, but I know we like his trivia, but apparently didn't they lose the original version of this? Somebody deleted it at Pixar, the film, and they had to do it all again. I'm sure that's true. Yeah, somebody like accidentally deleted all the film, or some of it. It was percentage so far through, and they had to. Yeah, there's also the story of the character of Woody was going to be a right bastard originally. Right. And once the cast Hanks, they changed it, and it's a good job they did because it'd have been terrible. I like all these films. Those 4, aren't there? So,
they make me cry. Like Toy Story 3, the end of Toy Story 3 broke my heart. And not the bit that everybody thinks about where you think they're going to get incinerated. The bit where he drives away and leaves them. Was that 3 or 2? Just broke my heart.
3, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good films.
Absolutely. There's something for everyone in those. It doesn't matter what age you are. It's just everyone can enjoy it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know. I haven't seen the first one for ages, actually. I wonder how much it holds up.
It was Toy Story 2 that was deleted, apparently.
Oh, was it? All right.
Yeah, and it was entirely deleted.
Jesus, imagine that. You're getting fired for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, store it somewhere that's not easy to delete, put a lock on the file or something. I mean, now...
What was deleted? Was everything deleted?
The whole film, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it just says here, it turns out that RMRF is part of the line command that a Pixar employee accidentally entered into the computer that caused the movie to be deleted in its entirety.
I wonder how it looked.
I know.
That's a bad day at work, isn't it, that? Yeah. Got something to tell your boss.
Apparently there's an Easter egg in Toy Story 4. You see a car license plate with a license number RMR F97, which is like alluding to the command that deleted Toy Story 2.
Wow.
If you delete Toy Story, there's nothing. Just leave.
Oh, you're finished, boy, if you do that.
Just be like, look, this is what happened. You'll never hear from me again. I know where the door is. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Hanks out.
and then he jumps out of the way.
Yeah, jumps off the Pixar building.
Yeah.
The claw. Yeah. Some great stuff in there. I forgot about that. Yeah. The claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
They're just beautifully made, beautifully acted.
Beautifully done. Visually.
What do you think of the Lightyear film coming out then? The Buzz Lightyear. Have you seen the trailer for that?
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that because
no Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
No Hanks. No Tim Allen.
No.
It's Chris Evans, I think, playing Buzz Lightyear. But did you know, this is a bit of news for you, since we missed the news at the start of the night. Tim Allen, they're doing a Disney Plus Santa Claus series.
I heard that yesterday.
Nah, get those hands away. Tim Allen is a god.
Tim Allen is a god. I'm just not sure if it should be made into a series.
I mean, the story is, apparently he's passing down the Santa Claus to somebody else.
Does he die then? I don't know.
He's going to shoot himself in the last episode.
I heard he's like 65. He's passing it down to someone younger, but I'm like, isn't Santa Claus in his 60s already?
Also, I thought he was like ageless Santa Claus.
I thought it was eternal and literally unless he was killed.
Maybe it is that he'll shoot himself at the end of the episode. 8 episodes and then bang, and somebody's got to pick up the suit and it's just covered in blood and.
He's getting one of the elves to do
it. Yeah, one of the elves. Yeah.
And he's paying off an elf.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Toy Story. Anything else to say about Toy Story? Nice little songs in there. The second one with the where the Jessie doll gets left and all that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then I liked how they tapped into the collector's market. You know, for the guy who was collecting the dolls and the yeah, that guy. Yeah. That was funny. And then third one, oh, that was the daycare.
Yeah, I
thing,
liked them all.
Yeah.
Third one broke, like I said, third one broke my heart. Fourth one made me cry. Like,
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be doing that by 4. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
I should be a bit too tired by now of it, but every single film just.
They won't do a fifth one, will they? Then it's all over. Then it's done.
You never know.
Never. Yeah, I mean, they said that about the fourth one. To be honest, didn't they?
It's Hanks, isn't it?
Yeah, and they did say that third one was the last one, didn't they? But then
after 3, we were all like, "Yep, well, that's it. That was great." But then fourth one came out, and now this other movie, and you never know. I mean, they don't have to show. They don't have to show it visually. They could just do their voice, and they sound just like they did 20 years ago. So
yeah, that's right. What we got right, Mr. Pickle Pants.
Since it's voice acting, you can get like Travolta to play all the parts.
Travolta, yeah. Mr. Pickle Pants was Timothy Dalton, wasn't it? I think that was great.
Yeah,
love Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, I can't do. I wanted to do an impression, but I can't. Can't do it. Can't do Dalton. I'd love to be able to. What we got next after Toy Story? Oh, Green Mile. Come on.
Oh my God.
One of his best.
Yeah, I agree. And I remember, it's old news that I'm a Stephen King fan. And this is the Stephen King book that I sobbed at the end of. Well, sobbed several times in, cried my eyes out. Bought it when it came out as a serialized book as well. And went to Morrison's every couple of weeks and got my next copy. And I remember when they announced that they were remaking it, I thought that if they did a bad job of this, I don't think I could ever have been able to look Tom Hanks in the eye again. But it was so perfectly, beautifully done to the book.
Yeah.
Absolutely work of art. I love it.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those movies where you read the book, watch the movie, and say, you know what, they really did get it right.
Yeah. Frank Darabont, in it, director who did Shawshank as well.
Shawshank and The Mist. He's really good. Darabont is really good at taking a Stephen King story and translating it to the screen in the way that Stephen King fans read his books, and not just for cheap horror thrills. Like, it's just really rare you get a director who can do what they did with Misery and Shawshank and Cujo and Carrie and create something that's like as enjoyable as if you were reading it. But the Green Mile hit every single point.
Yeah, it's rare, isn't it? Where someone reads a book and really understands what has to be put visually into film.
Yeah.
But you can tell
Stand By Me was another
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Cried like a girl, like sobbed.
Same.
Yeah. No shame.
I remember seeing it at cinema, and again, you kind of watch this stuff, don't you? And it's out, and it was just so everybody loved it when it came out. Long, quite a long film as well. I think it's about
very long. Yeah,
3 hours, 3 and a bit.
Yeah, good.
We could only have a few. Oh, Sam Rockwell, yeah, brilliant
in it. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, all of them are good in it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Don't think there's a bad performance.
Absolutely.
And some good some quotes. So what does he say when what in the blue fuck was that? An execution, a successful one. How can you call that successful? Edward Delacroix is dead. He was called Edward Delacroix, wasn't he? Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, sad though, innit? Yeah. Oh, bless. Right. Yeah. Okay, let's get moving on. The Terminal. So one of your favourites, Gary?
Yeah, one of my
favorites. The Terminal's great.
Again, an interesting one, this, because it's kind of like a little film, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
You know, and for Spielberg. Yeah, I was surprised about this one, really, when I saw it. Just because it was such a kind of a little story. I'd like to know how much stuff like this costs to make, because the amount of advertising in it, they built the airport, didn't they, to do it in? They built the structure and then got companies to sponsor, basically, to put the shops in. So Sorry, the stores.
Stores.
Yeah.
I think it's got one of my favourite Tom Hanks moments of all time in this movie. And it's the bit where he's in the bathroom shaving and the guy next to him says, God, doesn't it just feel like you sometimes just live in the airport? And Tom Hanks just looks at him and holds it for something like 6 or 7 seconds. And he doesn't say anything, but it's absolutely brilliant. Like, yeah love it.
Yeah.
There's so many great moments in that, but and if you think about it, it's so simple. It's just someone stuck in an airport.
Yeah.
No
And it's
fire,
based on a true story, isn't it, as well, based on a true event that happened to somebody.
I'm sure a lot of us. I mean, personally, I got stuck in an airport once for almost 24 hours. So, but there's a scene where he discovers the coins. He puts the carts away, and he discovers that they pay him 25 cents, and he's eating at Burger King. and all the people that work there are watching him on the monitor.
Yeah,
it's such a fantastic film for him.
And I liked that he didn't have the happy ending you were expecting. He didn't get the girl. She chose the wrong guy, and he went back home, and that was lovely. But it wasn't the ending we were expecting to get, which was nice.
Yeah, and I'd like to watch that again, actually, because I think I've only seen it once, but I remember liking it.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, Kathy Z.
Kathy, good old Kathy Z.
She did well for herself. You don't see much of her now, do you?
Oh, she knew what she would do in that one, tell you. She was smart. Good for her.
She were always good in Darling Buds of May over here. She was in a series, Gary, called Darling Buds of May over in the UK. That's where she started, isn't it? And,
David J. Yeah.
No Meg Ryan.
No Meg Ryan, no. No,
and I think she got Zorro. Was Zorro her first film or something?
Zorro, yeah. And then she was in one with Sean Connery called Entrapment. Did you see that? I remember that. And I always, again, this lines come to you, don't they? You're the most beautiful spy I've ever seen. And she was doing like some laser, sexy laser moving about. Yeah. Dirty cow. She knew what she was doing with them lasers, and Connery attack. They're doing that.
She had practice.
Yeah. I want the first laser slide. She'd slid under a few lasers in a time, Gary. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely.
I can only imagine.
Want the first rodeo. Next film. Ready? We're nearly there. Got a lot of films.
Yeah.
Catch me if you can.
And apparently, he was brought in at the last minute, Hanks.
Who was supposed to be doing Hanks?
I don't know. It might be worth having a trivia if you can on this one. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he was brought in literally a couple of weeks before filming. Somebody else had dropped out. Yeah, and he went, I'm Hanks. I'll fucking do this.
I'm
all right. And then he bungee jumped out of a window. I don't know why we've set him up to be this skydiving thing, but it works.
Just on the first story, but he jumps out of it anyway.
Yeah,
and they're like,
he landed because it's Hanks. Somebody with a fruit cart run under him quick, saved him.
And they're like, Tom, the door's right next to you.
Yeah,
he's like,
Hanks don't use doors. No. Green Mile's so good, Big T. Terminal, didn't think I'd enjoy it, but great film, so rewatchable.
It definitely seems more on the boring side, but it really keeps you going.
Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones being Young Indiana Jones, right? Also, loads of people were in Young Indiana Jones. I loved that series; it was great. Daniel Craig was in it. Liz Early was in it. Loads of people. Loads of
Cardi B.
Cardi B, all of them. They're all in it.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah. All of them. What we got next? I was at trivia for. Catch Me If You Can. I think it was good. This,
Gandolfini. Somebody Gandolfini dropped out.
James Gandolfini.
James Gandolfini.
Really? Wow.
It says here,
That'd have been a different film, wouldn't it?
Tom Hanks was cast to replace Gandolfini, who had exited due to scheduling conflicts with The Sopranos.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, good film. Walken's in it as well, isn't he?
Go on, Walken. Get some welly.
powerhouse.
Brother
Yeah,
Walken.
I don't know if there's all else to say about it, really.
Walken's not a Tom Hanks, like Walken's not a Hanks out guy. Walken's a melt into the wall and disappear guy.
Yeah, like Homer Simpson in
the grass. Yeah.
Suddenly he's there, like it's an empty room, and suddenly he's there, and then when he's finished, he just like he's gone.
Yeah.
That's Walken.
He's in that series, isn't he, with Stephen Merchant, that Outlaws. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I need to watch end of that. Interesting. But what we're going next? Road to Perdition. Have you seen this one?
A long time ago, and I remember enjoying it.
Yeah. Again, different one for him. Plays a hitman. So
Jude Law was,
Yeah. I've not seen this. Yeah. I've not seen this in a while, so I can't really say much about it. But again, I remember.
If you haven't seen it in a while, so it's like Toy Story, but the exact opposite. It's like The Terminal, but like not. You know.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Next one. You ready? Castaway.
Oh, Wilson.
Everybody needs
Castaway.
a Wilson.
I tell you what, he put himself through that though, didn't he? Got really skinny.
Yeah.
Blames his diabetes on the fact that he lost.
Oh, really?
Gained so much weight. Yeah, apparently.
Robert Zemeckis again.
Did it for a few parts. Apparently, did it when he did it for Philadelphia and he did it for Castaway. And I think that the fact that he had done that to his body is probably what maybe has caused his diabetes now.
Definitely one of the top 5 or top 6 best Hanks films, of course.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, at the time, again, you watch it and you think, this is. I mean, again, what a powerhouse of a performance, isn't it? He's on his own all that length of the film and keeps you captivated, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah.
There's not many actors who can do that, I don't think. You know.
How diverse is this man's portfolio? We've been from one.
When I was getting the images earlier, like how many things has he done here? I missed some stuff out, obviously, else we'd be here all night because, you know, you think, wow, I've got to make some choices here. That's why I ain't got 4 story posters up, just one. But yeah, the Wilson thing as well. You know, you can feel the emotion over that football, can't you?
Yeah,
he believes it.
Yeah,
it's a real person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The only thing with this film, here we go. We've got one thing. There's
no
no way he'd have kept that parcel till the end. You know, he saved the parcel, didn't open one of them. You'd have opened that one. He was there 5 years on the island, just like Arrow.
Hanks.
It might have had a bag of DeVitos in it, and like.
Well, they asked Robert Zemeckis, director, what were in it, and he said a satellite telephone. You're like, right, okay. Well, yeah, you would have had a look when you'd have been like. Do you know when sometimes you get a parcel at somebody else, you go, I wonder what you're looking corn. You'd have a quick sneak peek.
Yeah,
it was Matilda on DVD.
Matilda on DVD.
Yeah, the extended cut, and that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a raft. He goes to give the parcel to the lady at the end, though, doesn't he? And she's like a metal worker. Do you remember?
I just really wanted you to just say, and she's metal. And I was like, well, that bit is not a metal worker.
She's like metal. She's like, yo, Hanks! What you doing rocking up?
He was in Kiss.
Yeah. Next one, right. Okay. Have you seen this one? Charlie Wilson's War.
Oh, this one was good.
Yeah, I liked this. Again, saw it at cinema, liked it. Thought it was interesting. Different performance again for him.
Yeah. This definitely was a different movie, but Julia Roberts.
And Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that poster looks badly photoshopped though, doesn't it, of him in middle. That looks weird. Yeah. Don't know about
I don't really know much about that one.
Yeah, it's worth watching, I think. It's, I can't tell you the plot. It's like arms dealing, isn't it, in somewhere.
I think every Tom Hanks movie I look at and I go, it's worth watching.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think of this one? Polar Express.
Polar Express.
I'm not sure about this one, I've got to say.
Really?
I don't know. I like Christmas films.
This movie, the only way to describe it is magical.
Okay.
Because
do you not think? Do you not think it's a little bit creepy how he's in it so much? Yeah, I know it's Hanks, and he could do anything.
Yeah.
But, you know...
Hanks heard you say that, and he's going to
I
burst through your
know,
window
but
any second.
Do you know what I mean? It's because it's a bit uncanny valley, the CGI. There's something about it I'd get a bit weirded out.
Is it the
There's
CGI
only one thing I really didn't like about that movie, and that was like, if you're sitting there, like if you get there, you're sitting on the train, all of a sudden a head comes up to you and says, "Hi, you guys going to the North Pole?" I'd be like, "Let's switch carts right now."
Yeah. Get out of there. I'm going to be murdered.
Someone's getting off this, and it's not me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I've only seen it once. Maybe I should give it another go next Christmas.
Give it another try.
And I
when
can
you're
experience
surrounded by the magic of Christmas.
Yeah, and I watched nearly every single Christmas movie ever made this year. I just didn't bother with this one.
Well, Josh Hardy is in this one.
Right, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
I'm watching it after this show.
Yeah.
If that's the case. Let's look what's next. You ready? Da Vinci Code.
Oh.
Right. So what do we think? Well, we'll tackle all three because I haven't got images for the other ones. So
do you know what? Say what you want about the book. Rip-roaring page-turner or badly written trash. Say what you want about the book, but it was a very high-paced and exciting film with a good cast, I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one. I quite see. I thought it was going to be better than I thought it would be in a way because of Ron Howard directing as well. You know, I kind of thought Hanks, Howard, Audrey,
Ian McKellen.
McKellen's
in it.
I got a bit bored of McKellen's scene though.
I enjoyed it. I liked the reveal at the end.
Do you not think it was very exposition-y though, the whole thing?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's what I was there for though. But I'd read the book.
Yeah, I mean, it kept you interested. I mean, I remember it being very long, but me not looking at the time so much because it just really just made me want to watch it more and more.
And you know, the book's not brilliantly written, but it was a page turner, and you wanted to know what happened in the next chapter. And I just felt the film did that too. I enjoyed it. I didn't take it very seriously, and I thought it was all right.
Yeah. Okay. And the other ones, you had the one more called Inferno.
Angels
and Demons. Then Inferno, wasn't it? Yeah.
And that was the Ewan McGregor one. That was all right. The Angels and Demons one. It's all right.
And then what was the?
I haven't watched the third one.
I can't remember. One of them had. Is it Felicity from?
I have something about a virus in a water.
Yeah. Is it Felicity? I want to say Felicity Jones, but I don't know if that's right. She was in Rogue One. I don't know.
Have to Google it.
I don't bloody know.
Well, it was called the Da Vinci Code, The Prisoner of Azkaban, right?
Hang on a minute. Stop everything. Big T more.
Yeah.
You've never seen Castaway.
This is nearly as bad as Drop Dead Fred.
That's worse than Drop Dead Fred because Drop Dead Fred you could just miss watching it, but Castaway, get it watched, Big T.
You have.
But you've seen. Hang on, I think he's pulling his leg because you've not seen Castaway, but you've seen Charlie Wilson's War. That does not make sense. Come on, Big
Inferno. It was Inferno.
Inferno. Was it Felicity Jones?
Oh, I didn't look at that bit. I just looked at.
Don't matter. Let's just say she was in it. Right, another one. You ready? Another one. Let's have a look at Larry Crown. Have you seen this one? Roberts again, Julia Roberts.
Another Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this one. I'm going to be honest.
I've seen it, and it's what it is basically. Have you seen this, Gary?
No, I haven't.
So it's a guy who's working at like a what do you call it? I think it's like a DIY store.
Okay.
And he gets fired, but he's obviously a bit older, and he has to kind of find something to do. You know, he's like I can't. I've seen it once. I remember enjoying it, but I can't remember the rest of the plot.
It was Felicity Jones, by the way.
He goes to study something, and it's worth a watch.
Julia Roberts became his new Meg Ryan, obviously.
Yeah. But not as good.
Not as good. Tinker Hell. I'm
not a big fan of Julia. I've got to say.
Loved
I think it's ever since It's ever since the Hook thing with Spielberg, where apparently he said she was right, bitch. Yeah.
Tinker Hell. Yeah.
Tinker Hell.
Tinker Hell.
Sticks with you, that Julia. Think on.
Yeah.
Not
She
Pretty
was good
Woman
in
now.
Erin Brockovich. That was good. Great movie, Erin Brockovich.
She was good in Pretty Woman with thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, ha ha ha! Where she laughed. Do you remember?
She was very good in Pretty Woman. Yeah.
She laughed like that, didn't she?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right.
She's no Sandra Bullock. She's no Sandra
She's
Bullock.
no Bull. She's no Sandy B.
She's no Sandy B.
Look at me, I'm Sandy B. She's no Sandy B at all. No. She's no Ryan. She's no Sandy B. Julia, you're done.
She's not even a Gina Davis.
No, she's not.
Not a Gina. I'll tell you what I did watch with Gina Davis. Long Kiss Goodnight at Christmas.
Oh, hello.
Good film. Good film. Sam Jackson. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, good. Gary. It's a good
film.
I will.
Must watch.
I think it won at first Sam Jackson films that as well. Good. Anyway, he's somebody who don't make a bad film as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's so freaking cool.
It's too cool.
Oh.
So he won't even leave the room. He'd get everybody else to leave.
Yeah.
He's that cool.
No jumping out windows.
No jumping out windows. They'd all jump out. He'd go, get the fuck out of here. And they'd all jump. Next film, you ready for this one? Saving Mr. Banks.
I love Saving Mr. Banks. I love it. I love it. I think him and Emma are brilliant in it.
Have you seen this, Gary?
I saw it in the theater. It's amazing. It's
Paul Giamatti is brilliant.
Even though it's wildly inaccurate, it's still good.
Inaccurate.
But it doesn't matter. It's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks playing Disney. You know, he does a good job. He does a good job.
They did fluff up the fact that they practically stole a woman's book. I understand.
And she hated it completely.
She hated it. Yeah. But I thoroughly enjoyed the performances in it and the film itself.
Do you know what I've kept thinking when I'm watching it? I wasn't bothered about the flashback stuff with her. I wanted to see more Hanks as Disney all the way. I don't know why.
I thought Colin. I always say the wrong Colin. I thought Colin Farrell was brilliant in it. Oh, sorry, go on. I loved how they made the speech that he made when he was drunk, like when she was a little girl and he was at that fair and he was talking about children saving, and he was drunk and he was sort of made a fool of himself, and they sort of matched it with Mr. Banks' speech in the film. I loved it. I thought
it was
Colin Farrell's hit and miss, but he's really good in that.
Yeah, I didn't mind any of the cast. I liked him as Disney. I'm like,
he was the perfect Disney when he's talking.
Yeah, was good.
When he's talking and trying to get her to give him the book, he's so charming, and I'm like, just give him the freaking story.
It's Hanks.
Yeah, give Hanks a story. They should have done another film with him as Disney. They should have done a live story with him playing the majority of the. I don't know. You know. We don't own Disney. Do a Disney Plus. He won't do Disney Plus, will he? But no way. He does Apple though. It's Apple movies. They all do Apple movies now. We'll go next. Captain Phillips.
Yes.
Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
Great film, I thought.
Great film. Can't really say much more about it, can you? It was great. Again, I haven't skipped a few films, obviously. Skipped a few. We got one. Here we go. Right, we were saying earlier, is it a bad film? I'm just gonna put it up. I did not get this at all.
Now I'm completely opposite in. I love this film and I love the book.
Yeah. Wow. If you've read the book, I guess, does it make more sense that you've read the book and then watched it? Because I watched it and I just thought, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I read the book first, then I watched the movie. I loved the book, and I thought the movie the book's very hard to film, so I thought they did a great job with the movie.
Yeah.
Have you read it, Gary?
No, I haven't read the book, but the movie was really interesting. Tom Hanks wasn't bad in it. By any means, because
no, I thought they all were good. It's just
the book is written in a different way, so you start with half of each story. So you start in the on the ship where the character of Tom Hanks is the bad guy, and it gets halfway through that story, and then it moves into the next one, which is I think the 1950s, and the writer Then you're halfway through that and it moves into the 70s with Halle Berry. Then you're halfway through that. But what you realise as you're going through, before you get to the far future where they have to find the astronomy tower thing, is that these same characters just being reincarnated to be with each other, like in whatever capacity. They're always going to meet each other and there's always going to be a story with them. And it's them starting to almost sort of click onto that. And then you get to the middle of the book and it starts to take you backward and it resolves every story. But they don't think they could have filmed the film like that. I love it.
Okay.
But I understand why it's controversial.
There's nothing more to say. I don't,
There's nothing. Yeah, she said
I don't know
it all.
what to, I don't know what to say. You said it all. Yeah. You go enjoy your cloud atmosphere.
He's a difficult author to get into, is David Mitchell, and his Bone Clocks is also a very good book, but you've got to give him, you've got to really read them. They're good though. Anyway, I'll stop talking about it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I love it.
You think you know some people, don't you, Gary?
I've killed it. Dead air.
Ruin the night with your cloud atlas nonsense. Right, here we go. One for Gary here, this one.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. So, have you seen... I've seen this. Nat, have you seen this one?
I haven't seen this one. This is
so
Mr.
do you know
Rogers
what...
one.
Mr. Rogers. So, yeah. Now, did you grow up watching this stuff? Is this like an American tradition?
I didn't find out about Mr. Rogers until much later in life.
Right, okay.
Like when I was in college, I found him out. And
right.
at first,
Found him out.
Yeah, and at first, like, I watched Mr. Rogers and I was like, all right, so what's his angle? Like, what's wrong with him? Like, what? And then there was nothing. It was just a wonderful man.
Yeah. Because you do think there's going to be some skeletons in a closet, don't you, like this?
Yeah.
You think
like he killed someone or something.
Yeah. Yeah. When he was younger, he committed, murder, and then he changed his life around and thought, I better not.
There's a really sweet story that a girl wrote into a show once who was blind because she was worried that he wasn't feeding the fish that her mum had told her was on the programme. So from that point on, he would always say, I'm feeding the fish now. So she knew that he was feeding the fish and she didn't have to worry about the fish not getting its tea.
Oh, wow.
It's little stories. Like, apparently all the cardigans he wore were knit by his mother. Like, it's very wholesome.
But he could be on the couch being like, yep, feed the fish. Yep.
Oh, look at me feeding fish.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Ryan.
But again, he does these characters, doesn't he? He can play anybody character. This guy.
He's so good at Mr. Rogers.
Is there anybody you think you won't be able to play like a challenge to somebody who
Hitler?
Make Hitler likable, Hanks. That's your next film. This is your last film ever you're gonna make.
Yeah.
Make Hitler likable. Go. And he's like, fuck. How do I do it?
Hanks would do it.
Yeah.
Hanks is Hitler.
He'd be like, "Go, give me the script." Hanks out. He'd be back in 2 minutes.
That'd be the trailer as well when Hanks would drop in. Hanks, Hitler, and then it'd merge. Yeah, how would he do that?
Hitler. Boo, Tom Hanks. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could do that with anyone. Stalin, Pol Pot. We could make anyone likable with Hanks, can't we?
Yeah. Tom Hanks is Joseph Stalin.
Yeah. Stalin versus the volcano. We got a few. That's charming again. That's the right word for it, isn't it? Charming.
It's a word that's coming up again and again, isn't it?
Oh, Amanda's back. I think she went.
Hey, Mandy.
Late night.
It is a late one. It's
goal night for Thomas.
10:05.
Oh, we've done 2.5 hours tonight. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Don't worry, we're nearly there. What time is it there, Gary? It must be 7 o'clock.
5:04.
Oh, 5 o'clock.
Okay. Watch Hitler starring Tom Hanks.
Hitler starring Tom Hanks. We got a couple more and then we're done. News of the World. I've not seen this yet. I do want to watch it. Has either of you seen this?
No, but he looks great.
You know what? I haven't.
we'll skip that one because maybe I watch it. But I did watch this. Finch. You seen this? One of his newer ones.
Oh yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Did you like it, Guy?
Yeah, it's very, very different. It's very different Hanks, and that's what Tom Hanks does. I feel like that's why he doesn't do sequels, because he wants to do something different every time.
Yeah. Did you get a little Castaway vibe from this? I did. You know, because it's a singular performance. Is it? You know, good.
Yeah. What's it like set in a apocalypse?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and but yeah, it's worth watching without spoiling it too much. So we'll move on. That's all the posts I got. But then I thought, oh, what's he doing soon? And one of his projects is playing Geppetto in Pinocchio, which is going to be interesting. Yeah,
Geppetto's never been more likable.
Yeah, yeah, for wanting a real boy.
Yeah,
maybe this is the career-ending moment where he goes, "I want a real boy." You're like, you've pushed it too far, Hanks. We're falling out with you. I'm doing Hitler next. Don't worry. Like, oh no. Tom Hanks as a heavy metal star would be interesting.
Yeah, actually, I think he could do it as well.
Like a Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah. Kiss.
Hanks. There's a really, really good book by Joe Hill called The Heart-Shaped Box. And I think Tom Hanks would be perfect in it. Any of our listeners have ever read it. It's about this aging rock star. So he's like kind of a Mick Jagger type. Like he's a bit over the hill, but really, really famous. But everyone's a bit like, oh, now, because he's past it. Wow. And he collects haunted memorabilia and like buys haunted things off eBay because it matches his like rock star persona. But he ends up buying a suit which comes with a ghost and it actually is haunted. And it creates this horrendous like, oh, it's so good. He'd be great in it.
Wow.
Heart-shaped box. Check it out.
What, heart-shaped box?
Heart-shaped box. Joe Hill. I'll send you a message.
It seems really great. Yeah.
Cool. What's this big team out? The Greyhound look good from trailer. Don't see it on Apple Plus. The Greyhound. That's that's the submarine one with Hanks in it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I didn't see that actually. No. Forgot all about it, to be honest. I saw the trailer, but then forgot about it. Any other Hanks films you want to mention or anything? I think we covered pretty much everything tonight.
I can't think of any. That's very comprehensive.
But what a career. What a career.
And he's not done.
Guy.
He's not done.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
He's in his 60s, I think, now.
Shall I Google it?
Early 60s?
It might be a bit older. It might be. I
don't think he's 70 by now.
Are you going to Google it now? Let's have a look.
I am.
To end the show,
Tom Hanks.
find out
He's 65 years old.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Oh, he's still got a good run left in him.
It's a good 20 years.
We might get big too yet.
Yeah. I mean, Betty White was starting in things till she was in her 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, Betty White.
Betty White, we forgot to mention that, didn't we? Yeah, rest in peace.
Knowledge.
And Bob Saget, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, do you know, I'm watching some of his interviews. It's sad, isn't it? You watch him, and I watch him one with Scott Bakula, Quantum Leap. And it was good. And yeah, you watch him, oh, what a shame. But, well, yeah, good guy. Because he was in the episode of Quantum Leap with him. The one where there were comedians, stand-up comedians. Yeah. But, yeah. A lot of good people going in there. Yeah. Speaking of good people who've gone. Hey, Spidey fans! Sorry I wasn't on the show tonight, but I was busy. Thanks, Stan.
Oh, thanks, Stan.
Stan, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, Stan.
Apparently, did you know this? This is how cool Betty White was. She had a show back in the 1954 called The Betty White Show. And she had the cheek back then to bring on a black artist. Yeah. And apparently in the South of America, they absolutely went loopy and said that this absolutely can't happen. And it was disgusting. And she said, you know what, live with it. So that they took her off the air. She was fighting racism back in 1954.
Yeah.
Betty fucking White.
Yeah. And then she fought ninjas in 1992.
She was personally responsible for the death of Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
punched
Bit of
him in the
news.
face.
You just reminded me, Big T. Yeah, you're right. They're not remake. It's not a remake. They're actually continuing it apparently with Scott Bakula in it.
Really?
But sadly, Dean Stockwell died, didn't he? So apparently, it's going to be about his daughter, I think. But if you've ever read any of the Quantum Leap novels, they take place with Sam Beckett's daughter in them, Sammy Jo. Highly recommended.
Remaking The Lost Boys and Drop Dead Fred as well, I heard.
Other.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop remaking, Stop remaking everything. Either continue it or don't.
We want Hanks as Hitler.
I mean, this is why, though. I mean, the Disney Plus stuff, they're remaking everything. And then I see this, the Pinocchio thing, and you think, oh, no. Is it going to be a travesty? We don't know.
Well, I like that he's aware that he's aging and he's going with the roles that he thinks he can play now.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right with the Geppetto tash.
Yeah.
And his hammer in his hand. I don't know what Geppetto does. Carving it, wood, chisel, hammer and chisel. Right, I think we're all Hanksed out. I think audiences as well watching. But should we wrap things up? Gary, have you got anything you want to tell the viewers about? You're working on it.
I do have something to tell everyone. Thank you, Chris and Natalie, for having me on.
Well, thanks for coming on. You've brightened up our evening by joining in with Tom Hanks' conversation.
Absolutely.
So thank you. Are you filming anything at the moment? Are you working on any projects or anything, or that people can look at?
I just worked on a few episodes of the CBS show Bull. If you know that.
All right.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's called Bull. I recommend it. It's a really, really great show. It's about him. I'm pretty sure it's about a lawyer that picks people to get his client free based on like the algorithms and what he thinks they're gonna say. Like he picks the jury pretty much. Right.
And what's that on then? What do we find out? CBS. So what were you doing on that? You're working on it?
I was just backstage. Yeah, I was just.
All right. Cool. Awesome, man. And you went to? I noticed on your Instagram you went to Universal Studios. Did you?
Yeah, I did. I went to Universal in California.
And how was that?
It's pretty amazing. When you go into any theme park, it's just such a it's a brand new environment. It's a new life. It's so manicured and everything is so beautifully done. And Danny DeVito's everywhere. And
I've always wanted to go to the Universal one in California. I've been to the obviously the Florida one, but that's more. They don't make anything there, do they? But the other one, you know, we're talking Back to the Future, Clock Tower, and all that.
All that stuff. Yeah, it's
awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Cool, man. Very good. Excellent. Right then. So, what we got? Big T's just said he got the Muppet movie this week, DVD 50p.
I mean,
good.
Best 50p you've ever spent, right?
That's a bargain. Well done. Big T. Right. Okay. Nat, have you got anything to tell anybody before we go?
I haven't, no, except for when I go take my dog for a walk.
When's your YouTube channel starting?
I don't know.
She's never going to do this YouTube channel. We'll keep trying.
We Natalie, we wanted to start. Tom Hanks has been patient.
Oh my God, am I letting down Tom Hanks?
You're letting everybody down.
If I'm letting down Tom Hanks, then I can't live
the
with
memory
myself.
of Candy. You're letting everybody down. Don't let Candy down. Stanley, everybody. Ah, dear. Right then, okay. Well, we've got anything else to tell anybody? Box Office Radio tomorrow night. I've got my repeat episodes on just for January, and I'm starting again in February. So tomorrow night, I believe it's the music from Eddie Murphy films. Oh. Then next week, it's Pfeiffer.
Bit of Pfeiffer. Love bit of Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
So that returns.
Yeah,
Batman Returns. What Lies Beneath? That was a good one.
Oh, they're all good. They're all on there. They're all on there. But yeah, Eddie Murphy tomorrow night. So you've got music, Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop 2.
48 Hours.
Another 48 Hours. Coming to America, Trading Places. All the Eddie Murphy ones. Right, that's it from this week. Though we'll say bye. Let's wrap things up. Thank you to everybody who's come on to watch tonight. It was a jam-packed night, wasn't it? We had Amanda. We had Big T more. Let me try and get everybody. We've had.
Amanda,
we had Rich came on for a bit. Gary, who's with us now. He came on for quite a while.
Gary.
Well done. Martin. We
Hey,
had
Natalie.
Martin,
who else?
Bob,
Maybe it's a Big T.
Mandy.
Bob came on earlier. Daniel came in. Going back to start. Mandy, we've said. I think that's Bobby came in as well. Bobby Blythe.
Yeah.
Thanks to you all for coming in and joining us tonight on a Monday night. We'll see you again soon. Thanks to Gary for coming in. Thanks to you, Nat. Rich and Nath will be back soon, I'm sure. And we'll see you again. Thank you very much. And good night. Wave bye, everybody. Good night.